There you go!
Guaranteed best lenses and frame comfort that touring golf professionals are now trusting. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and treat yourself or the golfer in your family to the fastest growing sunglass brand in the game. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com.
There you go! Holy shit! Let's get ready to have a good time, have fun, party, and go fucking wild!
When you gotta wake in the morning, your best friends are up and performing. With Mike and Troy and Travis Starr, there ain't no way that we can go wrong. 'Cause it's Jim and Sam, Sirius 103. Yeah, it's Jim and Sam, laugh along with me. 'Cause it's Jim and Sam, such hilarity. Come on, let's start the show. It's Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam, Jim and Sam, Jim and Sam, Jim and Sam, Jim and Sam.
What is he wearing? What is that a stethoscope? He's trying to what you got there? Looks like a cool little gizmo. Something slick.
Oh, I didn't even know you were on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
what you got there?
I just thought I bought something because I like catching people talking in the morning. With my when I catch people, I spy on people.
Oh, you spy?
Yeah.
Oh, like in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I it's a magnet and it sticks to your thing.
oh no! What are you doing, dude?
I know.
Okay, so-
I'm fucked up. I fucked it up.
Jim has a very obtrusive.
Obvious. Obtrusive is good. It looks like it does look like a stethoscope. Good call.
Yeah, it's like a very thick, like a strap with like that looks like almost like a bendy thing
Yeah.
that you put around your neck, and then a giant hollow circle pointing off the end of it that I guess is a magnet
Yeah.
that you put on your MagSafe thing on the back of your iPhone.
Yep.
So you can walk around with an iPhone necklace.
And videotape. It's a way to tape from your point of view without holding your phone, and it actually looks. It works good, but I don't remember what side goes where. Oh, I had it on backwards.
Oh my God.
No wonder. I
Yeah,
had it on
no
backwards because
wonder.
it would have been in selfie mode for you, and you would have seen what I was doing.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a steady cam that you wear around your neck.
Yeah, and it's not the most amazing piece of equipment, but I mean it does.
No, and it does. I mean, it makes you look stupid.
I mean,
I don't know if that was the intention.
No.
Because you could just hold the phone. It's no less, like, it's not like I can tell. You could, I mean, it'd be much easier. You could get the same perspective.
Yep.
If you just held the phone.
No, but if you have things in your hand or if you're walking, you don't feel like holding your phone, you just do this. I fucked around with it. I probably got this 2 weeks ago.
Doesn't seem like it's
There we go.
There, you do it like that.
Yeah, or you can do it like that was what I did wrong.
It's like a selfie stick that you wear around your neck. It's
Yeah.
obnoxious.
But it's you need to take the case off for it to stick. And they have a sticker you put on your phone, a circle. I'm like, I'm not putting that on my phone.
You wouldn't want to look dumb.
No.
You can also get the cases built with the circle built into the case.
You have to get that. This is an old school.
Right.
Well,
You drop this off the Empire State Building and it would survive.
The circle's supposed to be on the phone already. Like, that's how it charges and everything. Like, if you just take it out of the case, the magnet's supposed to already be on the back. That's how you get those magnet batteries.
Oh, is there a magnet that, like, you can see on your phone or it's just in there?
It's in there.
Oh, it's in there, yeah.
MagSafe.
But this other one, that like, you can put it on your phone. I'm like, no one's sticking shit on their fucking phone for that.
Nobody's wearing that necklace, dude.
That's not.
It's so
not a big
stupid.
seller. No, I know.
It's so dumb. Where did you see that? And think, oh, this would be good for my vlogging career.
I don't want to say where I saw it.
Go ahead. The people need to know now.
It was paid advertising on Instagram.
What the fuck is going on with you guys?
But I go to Amazon. I don't buy it on Instagram. I won't give them the satisfaction. I just sneak over to Amazon and make my purchase.
These are not generally great products.
That's a great point. You raise a valid fucking point.
I mean, you and Bob with your like, oh, I just heard about this thing. No, you didn't. You were targeted with an ad.
I was targeted with an ad, and in fairness, whoever does their targeting, well done. Well done.
targeted well.
Yeah, well done. It worked.
So you saw it on Instagram and thought, I simply must have that.
And I tried. I fucked around at home a little bit.
But you just see it and go like, oh, man, what a great product.
All I could think about
Right.
was how annoyed you guys would be
Okay.
when I turned around with this on and I was asking you questions about who in the company has been doing pills. It's all I could think of.
Well, I mean, that is a solid thought.
Like, oh, they'll hate this.
okay, no, I appreciate that
But I couldn't
and respect it, actually.
because I left early today and the fucking subway's late again. Like they're doing track work, I think. And
you should have filmed it. The whole
I
journey.
probably should have with this, but I was
Right.
afraid it would fall off, and I don't have. I need a new phone, so.
Plus, if you got assaulted for wearing that, there's no jury in the world that would convict the person who assaulted you.
You're implying that they would look at me in that and understand.
That's right.
That would be like, yeah.
Because here's what the lawyer would say. Mr. Norton, if you were using a hands-free device, how did you get that perspective? And they would make you on the stand.
Put it on.
Put the necklace on because they'd know.
Yeah. Then
They
the
just
jury
won the-
foreman would come over and punch me in the face. We get it.
That's right.
We get
Who
it.
on this jury would not punch Jim Norton in the face?
Yeah, I think maybe I got to take the case off or whatever. But I was just fucking around this morning, and I knew I would get it wrong, and I did.
Yeah, I think if you take the case off, you either have to get a case, like Troy was saying, that has the magnet
The magnet's on this
on
side.
it. Yeah. But if you take the case off, then the magnet goes right to it. It's not blocked by anything.
Right, but it's
And
not
probably
even-
is it strong or not even that strong?
I mean, like...
It's not very
Gust
good.
of wind comes, that thing's flying off.
It's
Oh.
okay like this.
You know what's going to be great? It's going to be awesome when you walk in here thinking like you're doing one of your cute, I'm the annoying guy bits.
Yes.
And you have it around, and then whoever's closest to you just slaps one end of the phone, and it goes flying against the
It
wall.
would come right off.
Yeah,
It would come right
and
off.
it would break.
All right, yeah,
Because
so
there'd be no case on it.
It was a bust. Yeah, I tried it.
Have you been wearing it around the house?
No, I tried it. I got like, we first went on break. I got it. It came like the day or when I got back, whatever.
Oh, when you were traveling like a real local, you were just wearing that in your travels.
No, I think it arrived. We went to 2 different locations, and I think we were home for one day in between, less than 24 hours before we had to go back to the airport. So I think that we were.
You got to play with your toy then.
That's when I realized it had arrived, and I futzed around with it. Yeah, no good.
Was the travel? I mean, well, I know how the travel was coming home. I saw the update on Instagram.
Yeah, it was. We went. I had a meeting. I had to do a meeting in L.A., but I had to go.
Oh,
I hate saying that, but
Mr. Hollywood.
It's the douchiest thing you can say. But I had something I had to do, and the holiday was everything was up against the holiday and the holiday week. So I went out there, and then her grandfather's been really sick. That's why we haven't posted anything. People are wondering why we stopped doing videos. But she was in Norway for 2 weeks. Her grandfather's been sick for a long time, and it was just like she was scheduled to go for like 8 or 7 days, and then we got a call and said, "Hey, look, you should come now because he might not be here so 4 days early." So she just the next day we had her on a plane and she left. So with the things we were supposed to do, we didn't do. That's to answer people's questions to why we haven't been posting. She was in Norway with her very sick grandfather, and then the day she's coming home, before we go to L.A., she's at the airport and she gets word that he died while she was still there. So she made it till the end with him, till basically the day before he died. Mm-hmm. Came home. A couple days later, we went to California. And then went directly from there home for a day and then out to Norway for the funeral. That's why I was gone yesterday. We were flying home. So it was just a lot of fucking travel and a lot of...
Was it sad or were people kind of prepared? I mean, it's always going to be sad.
Right. They were prepared. She was upset by it, but I think she was really grateful she was there.
Yeah. Especially when your whole family is in another country.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really get to see them very often at all. And it's got to make you guys, after all that you went through immigration and being able to travel in and out of the country, the idea that she can
Yes.
go home, see her family, and you don't have to worry about coming home and getting back in.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
And the idea that this didn't actually, this didn't get affected by the immigration. Like the fact that, like you said, she could go home, and this didn't happen before. That he didn't die.
Yeah.
He's been sick for a while, but he didn't die before she got in, because she's very she's very, very like family oriented, and I think luckily for me, very good with old people. Like she fucking
Clearly.
loves old people.
Yeah,
so
I know.
her grandfather was really important to her, so she went home, and it was very emotional for her. It was hard, but
Yeah.
she was prepared. I think when someone has cancer, like you just it's coming, and you watch the decline, so you adjust, and like, okay, this is going to happen.
yourself,
You're prepared, yeah. She handled it as well as could be expected. But we got to spend time with her. It was her father's father. We spent time with him. Just doing family stuff. And
Yeah, my grandfather. I have one grandfather left. He's never been the nicest man. You know, he was the one who, when his wife, my mom's mom, died. This is a few years back. We went to Detroit for the funeral, and then he sat there in the funeral for the entire time with a Bluetooth in his ear.
oh boy,
At his wife's funeral. I mean, this is decades. He's got a Bluetooth in his ear, and it's just the visual of it. And then we thought that something had hit him, because after the funeral, we go to the burial, and he walks up to the plot where he's got a plot next to her, obviously, for when he passes. And he's looking at the plot and just kind of staring down at it, where they're about to put my grandmother in. And we all kind of see him, and it's like, oh man, like something has finally cracked that exterior. And my mom's sister went up to him to kind of talk to him. And then we just see my mom's sister walk away rolling her eyes. And my mom goes up to her, and then my mom came back to us. And we were like, what happened? And she went, well, Darlene went up to him and asked him, what's wrong, Pop? And he said, I just don't think that the plot's going to be big enough for both of us.
Oh.
It's the most selfish way you could be. So, like...
That's true claustrophobia, by the way. When you're worried, you're going to be cramped in the afterlife.
And he's just sitting there like, maybe I get a plot somewhere else. Like, maybe,
let me stay here.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't like the view.
And so then, like, so that was years ago, right? And I feel like a month or so ago, he was in his house. He's still alive, miserable old man that just
refuses to die. Yeah.
That's it. But he had like stroke-like symptoms. They found him and so I heard when that happened, but it had been like a month, and my mom hadn't told me anything. I was like, hey, by the way, what's up with Papa? And she said, oh, well, he's like in an assisted living facility now. And she goes, oh, but I got to tell you, we thought for a minute that we had cracked him again. I was like, well, what happened? And she's like, well, there were 2 pictures of Mom at the house. And my other sister was over at the house going, Papa, can I have one of those photos? And he goes, yeah, take whichever one you want. And so she took one of the photos. She was wearing like a red dress in this photo. And so she took the photo. And then like pretty quickly after that, my grandfather ended up in the assisted living facility. And my mom's brother went to visit him and goes, and Papa goes, hey, can you get the photo of Ma from my house? There's one photo left. There used to be 2 of them. Can you get the one photo? I'd like to have it here. We're like, whoa, like he's a mean guy. He was always very mean to her. And it's like, oh, like maybe he's realizing like we're in an assisted living facility. The end is here.
Yeah.
Like, let me get this picture of the woman that I spent my entire life with.
Maybe he's reflecting.
Right. And so there's this warmth that kind of carries over. And so my uncle goes to the house, gets the photo, brings it back to the assisted living facility. And right in front of my uncle, my grandfather takes the frame, opens the back, and pulls out several $1,000s in cash and just puts the picture away.
Good for him.
And so they're like, so on one end, they're like, he just wanted the cash. And then my mom's sister, who took the other photo, is going, what the fuck? Like, if I had taken that photo, would I have gotten the cash?
He probably would have taken it out first because he remembered it was there.
He knew. After all, whatever, whether it was a stroke or not, whether he didn't care. He just wanted the cash out of the back.
He
of the
knew
photo.
he didn't want to die with that cash in the back.
No, and he didn't want one of his kids to find it.
Or you can throw it out.
Right.
When you're old, last thing you want to do is forget where you put all your fucking cash.
Right.
We all have a little stash. I mean, not much, but here and there.
Right. The money's in the banana stand, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good
for him.
Good for the cranky old man. Get your fucking money. It's yours.
Papa.
It's always weird when old people are sick. Like, you don't know what to say. It's a lot easier when an old person dies, though, than when someone young dies. So it's just, again, it's the natural order of things. Like, the first deaths you should be experiencing are like grandparents, aunts, uncles. Like, those are naturally the order of things in life. You should be experiencing those.
Yes.
It shouldn't be your parents, and it shouldn't be like
Yeah, it should go in order.
It should go in order. So.
Right.
It was emotional for her, but we handled it and we came home. And the flights were amazing, by the way.
Two
And back, except for the end. I mean, literally, the flight was great. And then we got into it was very hot here, and the air rising is kind of where the hot air rising causes a lot of like bumpy air. And we were coming through. We banked a left, and it's fun. I almost was filming.
You know the directions.
I do. I remember because I almost filmed. I was filming before that. I do those cloud videos that everyone hates.
I thought they were getting pretty popular.
Thank you. Yeah, I was hoping. I was hoping to get a series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Cloud poems. But I was filming. I filmed 2 of them. And then we started to bump around, and it just felt different. Like, you knew it was bad. And then all of a sudden, we are in fucking Category 5 turbulence.
Like,
I mean, it was a very firm movement, like up to the right, and then it was like a cat had picked your plane up. We just raised up, and then boom, and started plummeting.
whoa.
It was everything that people say turbulence is. It like really bad. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Like those movies where like the band starts making their confessions to each other.
It was bad, dude. It was real. But again, it lasted about 10 seconds. It wasn't. I've seen videos. Thank God I've watched all these videos where it goes on for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes over the Atlantic. This was coming into Newark. We're probably at 20,000 feet. But it was really, it was weird how fast you're just surrounded by fear. Like, you're in it. I can't describe it any other way. Like, there was no lead-in from, like, turbulence usually will build, and then all of a sudden you're in but this was like a light, and then all of a sudden, boom, and then slam down. And Nikki goes, "Didn't you hear people screaming?" And I go, "No." And then I realized I was holding the seat going, but it's so fast.
Oh, I wish you had video.
I know. I would.
Because there's just pure tension, right?
It was pure. I don't like that feeling anyway. Like, even when I don't like roller coasters, and even when I'm driving and I go over a little thing, I hate that little feeling of dropping. I just fucking hate it.
Because I know what you're saying. It's like, yeah, it's when you get the big roller coaster drop.
Yeah.
And just in order to cope, just your cope is just to clutch whatever and tense every muscle in your body.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like, your mind processes so many things instantly. Like, it's really like when you look back on it, you go like, oh my God, that was a lot of thoughts in a really short period of time. Like when it decompresses. And I was afraid, of course, but I immediately knew what it was like, and I'm just like, you're in it. Like, it's weird to go from being fine to being helpless and in terror. Like, it's a crazy, like that. And all of a sudden that's what your reality is.
Right, you go from like, I'm in total control of my world to I have no control whatsoever. Like, whatever happens next,
this
not
is
up
the
to
worst
me.
fear you have.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
Yeah.
But it was weird. It was like, this is why I'm so happy I've watched all those videos. Like, you know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I even though I'm...
like, you know it's turbulence.
and I know that this happens, and this is a giant A330 plane. I'm lucky it wasn't a fucking Embraer. But this is one of those things that happens. Like, I just knew that we're fine. Even though it was scary, and I fucking cheered when we were finished. I just was like, oh! I know. I was so, everybody was fucking freaked out. I was very, and I told her, I did that. She goes, that was you? I'm like, yeah. I know. But
Did you, after when you were getting off the flight and the pilots came out, did you thank them for their service?
No, but I told Nikki, because the flight attendant hit her head. She fell.
That's scary.
Yeah,
You look at the flight attendant.
She ran up. We didn't see her hit her head. We just saw her run up, and she looked frazzled, and she was on the phone to the cockpit. And I said to Nikki, I asked her if that's the worst turbulence she's hit, because she was old. And Nikki asked her, and the woman goes, it's the worst I've hit in 40 years. In 40 years of flying, I've never hit that.
Wow.
So it was one of those things where on a could they do cross Atlantic flights all the time? SAS is the airline. But it was a drop. I don't know how far we dropped. I'm not going to exaggerate it. It was just it was a plummet.
Is how you felt.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
But again, it was.
I wonder if the pilots were cool when that was happening, knowing exactly what it was, or even for them is that moment of like, oh fuck.
That's what she and I were talking about afterwards, and I'm like, they said they were startled by it.
The pilots did.
Yeah, but she's like, I know they were scared. I'm like, they weren't scared. I'm like, they trained for this.
Startled for a moment.
You startled the way you are if you're driving and you hit a speed bump that you didn't see there. Like, you know what it is. But no, they're not scared of even Category 5 turbulence, whatever you want to call it. They're aware of what it is. They know their aircraft is not going to fucking fall.
That would be great if the co-pilot was just like, man, that was scary, huh?
I mean,
Pilot looks at him like, what?
that's why I hated the movie Flight, because Denzel was talking to him, but really talking to us with turbulences. You're explaining this to the other guy who flies the plane?
Right. It's the same mentality of putting the title of the movie in the movie.
Yeah.
I guess this is a real adventure in flight.
About a flight. And, Wyatt asked a good question. But I'll tell you why I fucking screamed, too, like that. Like, but it was like, it was one of those things where I didn't know it was over. I'm like, this is what we're doing right now. Like, this is where it is. But it was apparently very bad. But I was trying.
Yay!
Kind of, yeah. Like, but it didn't feel, in that
It
moment.
was your emotion.
Everybody was so fucking terrified that it didn't. Everyone had just kind of gone through a terrible.
And I did notice, and this is because you're like a bad guy, like the first thing that you did after all that happened was give yourself the old pat on the back for being like, wow, some of these clowns, they didn't handle it as well as
That's very
the kid
true.
did.
I did, because everyone knows I'm scared of it. Nikki, who's never scared of turbulence.
Oh, yeah?
She doesn't give a fuck.
What about this time?
She goes, I don't want to fly anymore. After the flight, she's like, I'm shaking. And she's like, I don't want to fly anymore. I'm not going to fly for a long time. She was like, it shook her up. But I'm like, it's fine. I'll get on a plane tomorrow. I'm going to fucking San Diego in 10 days. I'm fine. It's not going to be that bad again.
When are you going to San Diego?
I have a show Thursday in San Diego and Friday in Tempe. Not this
A week from Thursday?
A week from Thursday.
I'll be there.
Are you really? I'm flying on Wednesday though. I have to leave.
So am I.
Guess we're taking more days off.
Yeah, because I got a show, a Thursday, Friday show. We had a Saturday that didn't match up. They have to fucking put in
Wednesday the 24th. You know that's Comic-Con.
I didn't know that.
That's not that's Comic-Con. That's why I literally found out like days ago that they need me out there for Comic-Con.
Oh, I had no idea. I'm doing a near San Diego in Solona Beach.
Okay.
Which is probably, how was it, 10 minutes, 20 minutes from San Diego?
Don't know,
It's
but-
not in like Comic-Con area.
Right. It's not a Comic-Con show. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's just hilarious that happens.
That's what I'm competing with.
It's hilarious that that's what you're competing with, and it's
That's
hilarious.
not competition. That's not Comic-Con's not at like
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
And there are more people there
In town
if
than
anything,
normal.
it's giving them something to
Maybe.
do.
Okay.
Right. Maybe some parents are bringing their virgin kids that have to go.
Why
Yeah.
would they be virgin?
Maybe you can
I'm
leave.
just saying.
Do you want to stay with the incels or should I? Stay with the Ninja Turtles or I'll stay with them.
When are you flying on Wednesday?
I don't know. I don't remember what time my flight is.
Yeah.
I think in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
When do you fly at night?
In the morning on Wednesday, because there's no nonstop. There were no nonstops in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's just a weird coincidence.
Did you just book it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to work Christmas at this point.
I know. Because we're going to be off next Thursday now, right?
Yeah.
And
And
Wednesday.
And Wednesday. Oh, okay.
And
Short
Wednesday.
week next
Well, I planned on working Wednesday.
You're gonna work Wednesday?
I think so. Yeah,
My
maybe
guy.
I can work
Okay.
Wednesday. But yeah, look. This is when I'm on the road. It's like it is what it is.
what
I'm
it
doing
is.
gigs, and we didn't plan the fucking obviously the funeral and shit like that happens.
Of course. That's life.
That's life. But yeah, no, I don't care. We get days, and for when I'm touring, it is what
Yeah.
I gotta fucking get to gigs.
Yeah.
So
Jim and Jordy on Wednesday.
That'd be sick. You ready for that, dude?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to step up?
Hell yeah.
Of course he is.
Always
He
ready.
is
I
born
think I
ready.
have an afternoon flight. Let me check. Make sure.
It could have been sold out. I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, I go there for the 20. That's funny. The 25th I'm there, and then I drive 6 hours after the show to fucking Tempe.
Tempe.
Who goes to Tempe
I don't
in
know.
fucking July?
It's a dumb thing to do.
It was the
You're
stupidest.
gonna drive through the desert.
Yeah, But I'm just like, again, to make money. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's happening in fucking January. So
Bro,
I'm like,
you got to get your paper anyway. Get your paper up.
yeah.
know what I mean?
But I mean, it's good to be touring because it's much less pressure financially.
Yeah, and also, you know, you're a stand-up comic.
I do love it. I want to shoot something soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel ready. Like I'm ready to shoot it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll hope. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I survived the turbulence. It was very, very jarring. Man, that was fucked. I'm glad I went through it though. I'm glad I finally experienced that. That hope, that feeling that everybody talks about, and really, it's worse than anything I've experienced turbulence-wise.
Do you think it'll be one of those things that, like, the next time that's bad but not, like, hideous? You'll go, like, I've done this. I've
been through this already.
Yeah.
You know what it is. I don't want it again. I mean, I'm not looking forward to it, but you survive it and you know you're going to survive. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I've watched so many of those videos where I've seen it really bad, and the reality is the video's up. And
Right.
They landed. There's no story.
Right.
There's no story.
Right.
We
There's
hit bumps.
there's just a middle.
We hit big bumps. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You're fine. Like, if you're driving somewhere, is there a news story if you hit potholes and somebody spills coffee on themselves in the car? No one gives a shit.
Not unless you sue McDonald's right after.
Yeah, this guy Dan Wilson did a very funny bit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, years ago.
It
Yeah,
was a big story years ago.
it was. I mean, this is probably in the 90s,
Right.
whenever it happened. But I forget the bit. But it was just he would act out an old woman fucking with her legs open, carrying hot coffee. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder if by the same token that, like, Trump feels like totally bulletproof now. He can go wherever he wants. I mean, what are you going to do now? He survived. He's like 50 Cent.
He's weird. Like, the whole fucking Secret Service thing, I don't believe it was a conspiracy at all. It was just some another ugly fucking loser piece of shit.
By the way, yeah, I hear that stuff, but, like, I always go back because they go, there's an interview of that one kid who's like, oh, this guy was bullied. He was an outcast, a social outcast, blah, blah, blah. But they also said that about the Columbine kids, but then later it was totally that they weren't bullied. They were dickheads. Everybody hated them. Not because they were, like, loser, loner kids, because they were shitheads.
I haven't heard that about them. It's not surprising.
Yeah. They were just very, like,
That could also be why
hateable people.
That could be also, though, when you tell the stories after, like, no, those guys were dicks. Like,
That's true.
We didn't make that happen. We didn't push those guys to pick up a gun because we were so terrible. It's almost like that's people letting themselves off the hook, too. Like, no, we didn't bully you into doing that. You're just crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy's obviously just another piece of shit.
Right.
Fucking loser.
Right.
But the Secret Service, I mean, there really was a fucking terrible job. People kept warning them. There's a fucking guy on the roof. And people, by the way, people killing this cop for climbing up and climbing down. It happens in an instant. And when you climb up, again, you're not holding a gun over your head like fucking cops and robbers. You're climbing, and then you poke your head over and a guy points a rifle out. What are you supposed to do? You got to get down. I mean, who knows? But it was just terrible. I'm really glad he's all right. That was fucking
It was wild.
horrifying.
It was wild.
Yeah. It's crazy. But I'm shocked it took that long for anybody in public life to get shot within the last 15 years. Like, people have been
As angry as people have been.
Everyone is so angry. I'm surprised no one has taken a shot at him before or anybody else high profile.
Well, there was that big shooting at the congressional baseball practice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was more like, I don't know, was that at anybody in particular or just at the whole idea of government?
The guy showed up and he asked someone, is that the GOP practicing? And then he just started
he
picking
did,
them
okay.
off. Yeah.
It is funny now how these fucking idiots are saying it was Trump's own rhetoric. Shut the fuck up. It's nobody's rhetoric.
Right.
The whole country hates each other.
Right.
And people blaming Biden. When has he ever inspired anybody to do anything? Who's listened to Biden and gotten fired up?
I don't think people. I think people are, like, blaming Biden. You mean for the bullseye line?
No, it's a colloquial expression. We all know what it means.
But I think people are doing that because they're, like, Trump people, and Trump's been
sure,
he's taken it for being like, well, you said this and that's why they did that, and so now they're going, oh yeah, well, he said that, so why? It's just because, like, logically the pieces fit the same way. You got my guy, now we can get your
that's
guy.
what everything is. That's why right now conservatives on social media are acting like flaming liberals when they're fucking getting all these people in trouble who are saying that they were sad the guy missed, and they're trying to fucking show, look, hey, this guy works for this company, just trying to get them fired.
Yeah.
But that's what they do to us. Well, that's true, that they do, but that's why liberals are hateable. They're
Right.
hateable because all they do is fucking whine and tattle on
It's
people.
bad when they do it to you.
It's bad when they fucking tattle.
Yeah.
It's, someone being a dick on social media, it's stupid. Like, all right, you shouldn't. But we all know what it is. We all
Trolling.
react instantly. You're being an asshole. You say an asshole thing. Doesn't mean that you're not a capable fucking doctor or teacher. You're just an asshole. You say
Right.
something dumb.
It's yeah.
But nope, no forgiveness. Let's get him. Let's make sure he's fired, and then we'll feel like, good, we got one.
Yeah.
So just conservatives, don't kid yourself. You're acting exactly like fucking whiny liberals, and this is exactly why liberals I can't stomach them at all.
Right. Right. Yeah, Trump's strutting into the RNC with that
That was
bandage
great.
on his ear.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the wherewithal, the camera awareness this guy has.
I couldn't believe it.
To know that this is a moment, like he probably did his quick assessment, and when he got shot, this is when he got shot, and he knows he's okay,
That's what
or he's
yeah.
alive, and to poke his head up through, and to do what he did in those pictures, and to know with the, I mean, he didn't know the blood was on his cheek so perfectly.
Right. But he knew that this was an iconic
Survivable
moment.
thing, he knew.
He survived it.
Yeah.
And he knew where the camera was. He knew what people were thinking. That's where you see the level of media literacy and just intelligence when it comes to crowds.
And he's
that
also
Trump has.
when all, like, if you look at fitness, mental, physical fitness,
Sharp.
him or the current president. I mean, Biden was almost taken out by a sandbag. Like, he literally can't stop tripping everywhere, and he gets shot in the top of the ear and has the mental wherewithal.
Yeah, but he's never tried to rush up a flight of stairs.
I mean, Jesus, it's really. It was a very impressive moment, and it probably did win him the election. I mean, I don't like his VP choice at all, but hey, I was happy that he was all right, and that was just an incredible fucking moment. Whether you liked it or not, it was an incredible moment.
It was wild.
For the former president to be shot in the head, and he was legitimately shot in the head and got lucky.
And he was good.
Yeah, by the way, the Secret
Some
Service...
people are saying God intervened.
No, because then God didn't give a fuck about the fireman who was probably saved a lot of lives behind him. So no, I don't think God...
I mean, was in front of his family.
Yeah. Yeah, if God let that guy in the back get shot, well, then God's got really weird priorities to allow that to happen.
It is a little weird. I just
Maybe God
watched
could have told somebody to fucking stop the Secret Service. Maybe God could have alerted the Secret Service
just grab
about
the
guy on the roof.
Just grab the gunman.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, maybe God could have just fucking cut out the middleman.
Watch the roof.
Yeah, maybe God could have done that.
I do think it's a little weird that, like, he walks in to the RNC. I just noticed this as we're watching the video, and he treats his son like one of the constituents. Like, he's just greeting all the politicians, and I'm like, that one is your son.
Well, he's,
there's no additional warmth.
They've talked before.
Hey, yeah. Like, he's not even real. He's like, hey, what's up? What's up, kid?
Left handshake is so weird.
It's a power thing.
But that'd be like me and you,
right.
me and you right now. I'm talking to you, and then 5 minutes later, we're being photographed, videotaped on a stage. I would greet you differently. You're not my son, but
I feel like that.
I know. I wish
sometimes.
you were too. Believe me, I would have done exactly what fucking Tywin wanted to do to Tyrion when he was a baby, throwing you in the ocean. For being a runt. But no, you mean, it's like you just saw him backstage. It's not like you're.
Yeah, but I think I would greet you like. I'd give you the old VP Joe Biden.
Sure.
I'd lean in and go, "Hey man, this is a big fucking deal."
Yeah. It was an incredible moment. That the luck of that, like, it's just the absolute. That picture of the bullet right by the head is fucking insane. And he just happened to look at a chart, and he typically doesn't do that.
That's what he said. He said that's the God part.
Nah, I mean, I would feel the same way. If I was shot in the fucking head and survived it, of course it probably changes you on some level. I don't blame him for saying that. But yeah, I would probably say the same thing too. God
look,
save me. Sure.
For a guy with an ego already, to walk in 2 weeks ago to a debate where an old man is doddering through to the point that the media, who's been completely on his side, now just completely turns on him.
Yeah, and by the way, because now they're exposed for
Right.
having been lying for 4 years.
But he knew, like, the second Biden made his opening statement, Trump was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This rules.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Yes. And then 2 weeks later, he gets fired at. A bullet grazes his ear. You couldn't have gotten closer.
Yeah.
and he survives the shoot. I mean, he's got to think
It's destiny.
it's destiny,
I mean, and then the charges were dropped in one of the cases.
right? And by the way, and it's like, bro, you throw as many felonies on me as you want. It's destiny. Sorry, this one's in God's hands. It's because I said that shit about the two Bibles. And he's on my side now.
And by the way, the liberals who hate him so much, congratulations. You martyred
played
him.
yourself.
You martyred him. You literally martyred him with all these nonsense cases, with all the fucking the 100% bad press. All you did was make a martyr out of Trump, because then people are like, well, it's not accurate what you're saying. You turned people against you, and you turned a lot of people for him. And even Miguel is calling up about this. He's right.
Miguel in L.A. has a totally not leading, not shit-stirring question
go ahead,
at
Miguel.
all
What do you got?
that he would like to ask the show.
Yes.
Hey guys, are the press guaranteed to be back-to-back champions in a tournament of hate after how they covered the shooting over the weekend?
Oh, they did a good job.
As much as I hate them, whenever they do what they did, they always confirm I was right. Like, you know how some things, like if you see an ex-girlfriend and she's in another bad relationship and she's cheating on that guy too.
I knew it was her.
I knew. I fucking was right. Like, that's how I feel about them. I put up a tweet about CNN because they had covered it, and this was, again, I was overseas. It was in the afternoon, and it was like an hour after the shooting, and their website still said falls on stage. Trump falls on stage. And I had Nikki look at it on her phone, so I knew it wasn't like someone said, check your cookies.
Yeah, your cache.
But that wasn't it.
Is it a cache?
I went to another browser. It wasn't. It was on their website, and that was what it said.
You really fact
Just to make
that.
sure, because again, I hate fucking knee-jerk reactionary dickheads. It annoys me. And the only reason I took it down was then I realized at one point I clicked through the link and they were saying Trump shot, blah, blah, blah. And I realized, okay, that is just a link that's been there for a minute. So then it's like, all right, I'm not going to be it's just stupid to leave it up because it's not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares? Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, they're hateable. The Washington Post, didn't they say after pops or noises or
noise? There were some noises. There were noises.
Wow.
There weren't not noises.
And they just
The noises were related to bullets.
But can you imagine
fired out
any
of a
other
gun?
circumstances where people would blame the shooting victim for his rhetoric? Like, they're just automatically blaming him. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But just congratulate yourselves, the ones who hate his guts, because you're the guys who are getting him reelected.
Yeah.
It's not conservatives coming up with anything new. It's all of you who have fucking whined and you won't shut up about it, and you just constant nonsense legally.
You don't like J.D. Vance?
No.
The prince of the Vance
No, I don't.
refrigerating
No, I don't like him at
empire?
all. No, I don't. No.
I did some...
Thinks a rape victim should have to keep a baby. No, I don't like him.
Wow.
Don't like him.
I did. I didn't know who he was, so I was like doing like a very minimal amount of
Sure.
research, and I realized that like several years ago, he came into quite a bit of fame because he wrote his memoir.
Yes.
You know, about growing up.
Hillbilly something?
Yeah. I can't remember what the other word was.
Hillbilly
but-
Deluxe.
Is that what it's called?
I think Hellbilly Deluxe is what you're thinking of. Yeah, Hellbilly Deluxe.
What was
is-
it called, Travis? His book.
Yeah, it was.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Ah.
Yeah. It was about like growing up in Appalachia, and his mother
Yeah.
was addicted to drugs, and you know he had a real tough.
A real American story.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, and then they made a movie out of it. Ron Howard
Oh,
did
did
the
they?
movie.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
know
it was a Netflix movie. I think who was it? Somebody like Glenn Close or somebody played his mom.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
It was a big thing, and he became kind of a talking point to that community, the working class, and the people who come up in Appalachian type communities.
Sure.
Which eventually led to a career in politics. But he's only 39 years old.
I think it was a stupid pick.
Why stupid?
Because these guys fight for a very small percentage of the country. You're not fighting for conservatives, and Biden's not fighting for Democrats. You're fighting for that little group. And with abortion being overturned, the last thing you need is a more conservative abortion guy when that's probably your biggest sticking point running. Or one of them is there's a few things that Trump has, that people don't like the Republicans for. That's one of them.
I think
There's a dumb choice.
I think from Trump's perspective, he was like, I need a hot dog. You know what I mean? Like, I need a hot dog who, yeah, he's kind of annoying, but he'll fall in line.
Yeah, but that guy doesn't like Trump, and he's also trashed Trump in the past.
Yeah, but he's also supported Trump.
Yeah.
He
yes.
likes Trump, and he'll fall in line. Like when you're 39,
Yeah.
and you go from memoir to movie to this career in politics, and then instantly you're the vice president. Now you're going like, oh, like if this works out, Trump's only got one term.
He knows he's got one.
Right. So I think that Trump is like, you know what? Let me find somebody that'll fall in line with the MAGA stuff. That'll be like, I'm not going to get another Pence that at the end of this thing,
Yep.
he'll go topsy-turvy on me. Because Pence really thought at the end of this thing, he's like, oh, this is going south. Let me distance myself and people be on my side.
Yeah.
And then he shows up.
I love that he tried to run. He's such a fucking piece of shit.
Well, he's not a chess player.
I
It's
don't-
Mike
a
Pence.
chess player, not at all.
No.
He fucking took his queen out on the second move.
That's right. That's right.
But here's what I think is JD Vance, because I know Don Jr. is close with him. They're very good friends, and they say he may have had something to do with that. Trump knows he's a one-time guy because of this. So if JD Vance is a
Unless
good
once he
VP
gets in there, he can kind of start moving some stuff around.
I don't know what you'd have to do. Like Bloomberg pulled it off.
Yeah, and we've had a
FDR, I think, was
Yes.
the last one.
yes.
But if JD Vance is a good VP, and we have a decent 4 years, and then all of a sudden runs, there's speculation that Don Jr. would be on the. And I've thought for a long time.
Can you imagine how pissed people would be if not only did this reality show guy sneak
Yeah.
his way into the White House, but he created the next White House dynasty?
Yeah, it would like look as JD Vance's vice president, and then the idea.
But then, right.
You have a Trump in the White House again. You know this guy. You know he's successful in business, and he's a smart dude.
He's literally Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving.
And he's also a good talker. Don Jr.'s a good talker, and he's very good at dealing with aggression. You know what I mean? Like
He's
like
a good
in
meme
debating.
guy.
Yeah.
And memes aren't going anywhere.
No. So it would be part of me wants it for that reason because I'm friends with him. So of course I would love my friend to be the vice president.
Hit up the
someday.
VP.
Of course.
Yeah. Look,
I need tickets.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't have any connection to Kiss.
I mean, you gotta have something. You're vice president. Yeah, that's what I think. I think, especially now, after everything that's happened, I think he's probably feeling very confident, this Trump. And he's like, let me just create a ticket where everybody falls in line. No more of this. I'll be the wacky guy, and we'll get an establishment guy, and it'll make everybody feel comfortable. He's like, nope, you got this doddering idiot, and I got shot. Let me get the guy that'll fall in line. He's probably considering. That's why he put Lil Marco on the short list.
I can't believe Tulsi just got maybe she's just not qualified, but I thought she would have been she's a woman. She's fucking kind of on the outside like he is. She fucking is probably more moderate than a lot of really conservative
Maybe he didn't trust her
women.
to fall in line.
Maybe not, yeah.
Like she's an independent person. Maybe he didn't, the fact that she went from one party to the other, the fact that she is very outwardly spoken with her ideas, maybe he was like, no, she's too much of an independent entity.
Maybe he was. They say I've heard both stories that JD Vance will kill Kamala in a debate, and I've heard that she'll, again, she's probably a better debater than people think she is because she was a former lawyer. She's not a complete dope.
But she was very bad. She was not good in the debates for president.
No, for the presidential debates, no, she stunk.
She's very bad,
and people hated her too.
But maybe she's learned. Maybe she's got better people around her now that are, you know what I mean? It's not like she had the presidential debate prep people.
No, that's true. But I also overseas. It's funny how people look.
Although,
at her.
the president probably had good debate prep people, and
Yeah,
we saw how well that went.
They're not miracle workers.
No, that's true. That's true.
They can't wipe 20 years off.
Clear.
I was overseas, and people like Nikki's family is like, well, people like Kamala, right? They people just don't know. That's how fucking disgusting the media is. And I'm like, everyone hates her guts.
Yeah,
They're
she's
like,
not
what?
She's not like that at all.
Really? They couldn't believe that people in general just dislike this woman.
Yeah, to the point where you couldn't do this. You can't switch Biden out with her. It wouldn't do any good.
And that selfish motherfucker just won't leave.
No,
Just
he
like
won't.
selfish ass Ruth Bader Ginsburg wouldn't leave.
People love the spot.
They love being in power. They love it.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
also knows that he's going to get the shit prosecuted out of him when he goes, probably, and his sons. He's trying to stay there.
Who, JB?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the way it's going.
Yeah. I don't know.
What a crazy time to be alive.
It's wild.
I love
It's
it.
a lot of fun. It's It's a lot of fun to see it all go down.
And already, there's only a few. It's funny now, the people who always think there's conspiracies don't think the Trump one was now, and the people who never think there's conspiracies now think that this was a conspiracy. It all it's all a fucking shell game. It all depends on where you stand to begin.
Right, like whatever
None of it's
works
real.
best.
It's all bullshit. But of course, it's not a key. It was just some lone loser who fucking took a shot at him. And
I think generally people are coming to terms with the fact, because I think a lot of conspiracy theories are started because you don't want to believe that there's a level of incompetence that would allow certain things to happen. And I think more and more we're realizing, oh yeah, there's a lot of incompetence going on.
there is, because the Secret Service didn't protect Trump. I mean, that guy missed. And he's
Correct.
because he's a fucking loser. Like, thank God he wasn't a fucking ex-military guy or an ex-cop who had probably a lot more shooting experience. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is that caused him to miss is probably his inexperience and the tension of the moment. But that wasn't the Secret Service's amazing work. They literally blew it. They left this fucking... How the fuck is this guy on a roof 100 yards away when they had flagged it as a problem?
Yeah.
How does it happen?
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
They knocked his shoes off, though, and he keeps them very tight. So.
I love that fucking... I love that you could hear him go, get my shoes.
Get my shoes.
That's when you knew he was going to live. You're like, he's gonna live. He's fine.
He's just aware. He's so...
Give me my shoes.
Yeah.
There's a new video that just surfaced where you can see his shoes flying off the stage.
When they grab him?
He doesn't want all this conversation about his shoes.
He doesn't want to walk off because he probably has very rich guy socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if he was wearing thigh highs. I want people. They make me feel good. They're comfortable. I breathe in them.
How high up do those socks go? It doesn't matter.
Or they're the type of socks like when you have an embolism or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Those type of flying socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do they call circulation or whatever?
No, I know the word because my wife tries to get me to wear them. I'm like,
yes,
nah.
but it's over your face.
That's right.
Wait,
Compression socks.
Compression socks is right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then it goes, oh, wait. And just knowing. And everyone is coming after the female Secret Service DEI shit. I will say this. She didn't look good hugging him the way a child hugs their grandfather at Christmas.
Well, it's just optics.
I mean, the bottom line is she was ducking and trying to lead him off and not standing up. She's only 5'3" or whatever, 5'5". But you got to stand over the guy, or at least try to be bigger than him, so you get shot.
Right,
That's
the
the point of your fucking job. Not like, let's both get out of here unscathed.
But that one dude had put his hand up in front of Trump's face.
And it was over his head, too. Like,
Right.
blocking him from... It's like...
I got you, bro. Bulletproof hand.
I guess in that moment, you don't, like, you're just trying to shield, but at least he's putting his body in some way in the line. Your job in that moment is to put yourself in the line of fucking fire. That's why they call it that movie, that In the Line of Fire. That's what you do.
Oh.
But fucking for her to be hugging him, trying to go, come on, let's all get out of here in one piece. Come on, let's go. Let's go, GJT, all in one piece.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so nuts to see it all happen. And it really does show you how powerful social media is. And as much as Twitter is this like weird cesspool now, like how important it is, because that is how the information got out there. Like that's how people were able to find out everybody knew within 10 minutes.
Yes, everybody knew. I found out, I don't want to say how I found out.
I want to know.
Let me see if it was a text or if I saw it on social media.
I got to know. Because you got Twitter Blue. You pay for Twitter, so you probably got the good tweets.
Yep. I believe I saw young Eric Nagel.
Okay.
Posted. I believe it was E-Rock's post about this. Just got him elected or something like that. I forget what it was.
Did he post it in black and white and then have to delete it and put it back in color?
No, it was something about this is what got him elected or whatever. I was just scrolling through and I happened to see. I'm like, what?
Right. The sex bagel.
The sex bagel let me know. So thank you, young E to the Nagel.
Well, yeah, because he gives you the news, then he gives you a little take. He gives a little take on it, too.
I got the skinny from him, as ironic as that is.
That's very ironic. That's the last person.
Yeah, young Eric. I believe it was Eric Nagel who informed me. So
Wow.
I got my
Which
news
is
from
really
E-Rock.
ironic because he was the last to be informed that you were married.
That's a great point.
Yes!
What a fucking crazy photo.
Well, Trump has declared that this threatens everyone. Every event in this election cycle. It's a lot of commas, which will be.
This might be the one.
On high. This threatens everyone, every event in this election cycle, which will now be on high alert at all times. More words. Plus, if you didn't think he was going to win, this may have done it.
You imagine being that agent right there in that photo?
Which
the
one?
guy with the glasses, you look like Kevin Costner in The Bodyguard.
Yes, he does. It looks like he's going to scoop up DT.
But do you see the way she's ducking under his arm?
She's trying to protect the armpit, I believe.
And a part of it is like, I'm sure he said, let go. But
yeah. Show him the moneymaker.
He kind
Let
of
him.
looks like Ian Halpern.
what's that?
It does look like Ian Halpern. I see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I was undercover.
I told him this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I told him in advance. I did a blind item. Trump has said this is the most. So he said some people are saying this is the most iconic photo that's ever been taken.
If you look at it from another angle, it looks a lot like the Iwo Jima photo, but not from this is a little too close. It might be if you back out away from it. I think Time Magazine had it with everything like red in the back, or Newsweek, and almost has the same triangular feeling of that very famous Iwo Jima flag raising photo.
I mean, the
The flag in the back. I mean, it couldn't be more
unbelievable.
perfect.
The New York Times guy who got this shot.
Is that who got it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like-
That's a Pulitzer.
Yeah,
it has to be a
it
Pulitzer.
has to get the award.
Wow, what a good picture. And it's a beautiful, perfect. There's a few of them from this moment that were great photos, but I mean,
that's
that's
the
a
one.
Pulitzer Prize winning photo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, perfectly centered.
That's
I mean,
a good one. Is that the same one or no?
No.
Different angle.
Yeah,
Great photo, too.
Yeah, his face is better than the other one, and his arm is extended in it.
Yeah, that's
See what I mean? Like, that's because
by
now.
far the best.
Yeah. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable photo.
Yeah, that might be. I mean, it's one of the best political photos ever taken. It really is. I mean, what you'll find other photos.
Yeah, we went through some of the most iconic photos of all time yesterday.
Let me guess. The Vietnam girl running is one of them. Me and Sabbath?
That was unfortunately not on
Did
the
not
list.
make the list?
Shout out to Earl Douglas.
Oh, yeah.
He won the Pulitzer that year. I
Sure
think.
did.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some of the
The
more
only thing getting
iconic
pulled.
photos.
Yeah.
That little kid, the African kid with the fucking vulture behind him.
That was not on the list.
Which one? Do you know the photo I mean?
I think I do.
It's a very famous. It won the award. It's a kid. I think the guy who took the picture killed himself too. Not long after, he said it was just too depressing. The whole thing. Look at the photo. The African child starving. Yeah,
I wrote a song called African Child.
yeah, that one right there. That was that won something.
Yeah, I think.
Oswald being shot.
Yep.
Is one of the most iconic ones.
That was one. Yeah, that's the thing. I called
the
out.
Hindenburg. Yeah.
I was very impressed with myself. I called out the girl from National Geographic.
That one. Yep.
Remember the girl with the eyes in National Geographic?
No.
That iconic cover?
Oh yeah, Einstein. Yeah. Marilyn Monroe. There's Oswald. Yeah, that's a great one.
Scroll down so Jim can be equally impressed.
What's that one?
That's the Burning Monk from Rage Against the Machine.
No. I mean, I guess so, but I
Yeah,
never.
for sure.
One of the greatest ever. Ollie
Yeah, of
over
course,
Liston,
Ollie
sure.
Liston. Right.
Oh, them shooting that guy in
Yeah.
Vietnam, North Vietnamese, yeah. Of course, Abbey Road. I don't count that though.
It's like an album
That's an
cover.
album.
It's-
That's a take two.
Right.
That's
It's
a
a
fucking
posed.
set up posed photo.
Yeah.
Kent State,
That's
yeah.
like- Where's the...
There she is, yeah.
I think you'll be very impressed.
Ew.
It was my call, if you remember. There it is.
Let me see. Yeah, but again, a great photo, but posed. Like she's there, and they say, "Hold on," and they take it. I get a great photo, but it's not. I'm looking.
She's not a model, though. She's not like...
She's not, but it's not a live photo like from being a journalist on the street. I don't know. I guess I see Tiananmen Square, of course.
Right. What? Dukakis in the tank?
A very iconic.
Jason in Rochester. What's up, Jason?
Hey, buddy. It's good to hear you guys.
Hey, buddy.
So I was just wondering if you guys. This one's more for Troy, but I was wondering if you guys saw any of the Alex Soros stuff a few months back, where he was pretty much predicting that Trump would be assassinated.
Alex Soros?
And the fact that this guy's in the Black Rock, the shooter's in coincidentally in a Black Rock video.
I mean, why would?
Yeah, he's in the class.
But why,
in
if
the
you were
video.
if you were BlackRock, and you were doing this, why would you go like, oh, let's use the guy from our video?
Wait, is he a soldier? No, he's just that guy.
He's a kid from our video.
Yeah, he was 16 then. You want to have him shoot Trump? All right, yeah, great idea. Sure.
Well, that way people on the internet will know we did it.
Yeah. Oh,
You're talking
cool.
about the clues?
The clues. The old Nick Mullen bit. The clues.
And Alex Soros. Yeah, I'm sure, first of all, do you think George told him, hey, great news. What? We're going to have Trump hit. Cool. I'd like you to talk about it. And I'd like you to make sure people know that you said it before it happens. Who are they using? You got your CIA guy? No, it's this incel. He's kind of a big head.
He was an extra in a video we did for a corporate thing.
Yes, we figure it's a nice tie-in.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he know how to shoot? No.
No,
he's
we don't
terrible.
know. We hope so. We're getting him lessons.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, these things are plug and play for most part.
Sure.
You know.
I mean, the level people.
So I just had,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry. So I just had like one prediction. I think this is going to put a spotlight on how we think about conspiracy theories, because now there's this new conspiracy theory that Trump had this stage, but then another conspiracy theory on the other side saying that this was all planned by the government.
It's all
and it was just
childlike.
mishandled.
It is.
Just nonsense. Childlike nonsense.
I appreciate that, Jason, and you're probably right, just because like you've now got conspiracies coming from both ends with the same result. I don't believe that there are any major conspiracies that involve people having real bullets fired at them. I don't think that Suge Knight had a person shoot at the car that he was in.
No, of course not. In the passenger seat. No,
in the
or
passenger
driver's
seat.
whatever he was.
Yeah, he was in the driver's seat, but still, I don't think that he was like, hey, you guys shoot the car that I'm driving.
I trust your aim.
Yeah, get the guy next to me.
Don't
but
have a bullet go through. Don't hit me.
Don't get me. Deal? And yeah, I don't think Trump was like, shoot me in the head, but just get the ear. Got it? When I turn to look at the chart, just the ear, and then these guys will knock me out of my shoes.
I don't think that also even the Secret Service, where they may have no love for the guy, but I don't think that you could get a bunch of them to go, yeah, we're going to let him be shot and killed in a large. Like, there's no advantage for them to do that. Like, if they just they look terrible.
They need the permission to fire at the guy, though, right?
I don't know. That might be bullshit.
So if they're saying don't fire, and there's one person giving that order, he could be the only one that's in on it, and everybody else doesn't know what's going on.
But if they're in on
following orders,
right?
If they're in on it, that would imply that they knew it was going to happen, which would imply that they knew that the entire U.S. government or all these guys are putting their money on that fucking kid with a head like fucking Tweety Bird. That fucking nobody high school student is the guy that they're betting all the fucking.
Actually, a great call.
Let's bet the farm on who. Who is it? Is it ex-CIA, ex-Black? No, it's this guy from town. I mean, the fucking no, and I also don't know if that's true. I don't think. Do you need permission to fire while it's happening? No, of course not. If there's a shooting, you don't need permission to engage.
But if a guy sneaks onto a roof and has a gun pointing at him, that guy, does the Secret Service need
I don't know.
permission to shoot? Because if it's like, hey, there's a shooter, there's somebody up here with a gun, don't shoot. There's one guy giving that order.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be incompetence all the way down. It could be just one guy.
But it would have to be
one guy's incompetent.
Right.
Even. Yeah.
Incompetence or in on it.
Incompetence, I would believe. But in on it, because for someone to be in on it, there would have to be one more step. The guy who's going, don't shoot, would have to know, all right, there's going to be a shooting from that roof, which we flagged, by the way. The Secret Service flagged that roof as a possible security risk. So not only is there going to be a shooter, it's going to be on the roof that we've already said is a problem. Like, we've pointed out that this is a problem. And then you'd have to go, all right, well, who told the Secret Service guy that this shooting is happening? And who told him? So there has to be more than just that. It's not.
Maybe it's not planned out that this guy's going to be the shooter. Maybe it's just they see a shooter, and they're like, hey, look, there's a guy with a gun on this roof.
And then they go, fuck it.
And they go like, should we get him? And they're like, don't shoot.
But what purpose would that? Meaning that the one supervisor whose job it was would have the wherewithal to go like, no, I'm just going to let this guy fire into a crowd, and it's my watch. Like, literally, I'm the guy. I have to answer for it, and I'm going to allow him to fire into a crowd.
If this goes wrong, if this goes right or wrong, it's on me. People are going to have questions, and that's the thing. The fact that the shooter was so shitty.
And such a I mean, well, not
It's
that
like-
shitty. I mean, he literally just he got Trump got so lucky that he just happened to turn.
But he wasn't like a professional
Sure, right,
marksman,
yeah.
right? And so the fact that he wasn't a professional marksman is like, okay, well, if the plan was to take somebody out, you wouldn't, like you said, just get some guy from town. But if the plan was for the guy to mess up, you wouldn't take the risk of having somebody shooting bullets at your head.
Right.
Neither one. There's
and kill one of your agents, or fucking kill a cop, or just a kid in the audience. Like, I mean, people,
or a person in the. I mean, they did get a person.
They did
in the
kill
audience.
somebody. They almost killed another person.
Yeah.
And it's also one of those things. The only thing I could think of the guy saying don't is maybe the guy in charge panicked. Like, if I get an innocent guy shot, like, wait a minute, what is this? Like, not having the balls to go, yeah, that guy's a threat, shoot him. Being too fucking hesitant or too new in the job to know, like, yeah, kill him immediately. Maybe he's one of those guys who doesn't want to get in trouble. He's like, oh, wait a second, let's just see what. It could be that. Is it one of our guys? Is it one of the local cops?
Right. Is it a Secret Service person?
Or is it a fucking local cop, a local sniper, or maybe that's the only thing. But I don't believe any. I don't even know if you need permission, to be honest with you. I don't know the answer. I've heard that, but people speculate everything.
Elliot in Bronxville.
Belliot.
Oh, I never heard that before.
Oh, good.
First of all, I apologize. I'm nervous being on the radio, but I told the screener I have a conspiracy theory. It's not really a conspiracy because I don't think it was planned, but I believe everything up to the shooting. I think that this kid took the shot. I think there was incompetence that allowed for it. I don't think Trump got shot. I think it was shrapnel or something. He may have even thought he got shot in the moment. But if you look, there's any of the doctors, any of the hospital staff haven't made any comments. They haven't said he's been shot. They deferred everything to the campaign. I think he's smart enough, Trump, and a good enough branding guy, and he's done stuff with the WWE. He knows how to do a work. I think he got hit with some shrapnel.
WWE has never tried to pull off a work to this extent.
No, I know what you're saying, though. You're saying that you don't believe that he's lying. You think that he got hit with a piece of like James Tague in the fucking Kennedy assassination got hit in the cheek with a piece of, like, concrete. You think that something ricocheted and hit him.
But wouldn't a doctor's report say that?
He may have actually, no, but the hospital hasn't said the word shot. They haven't said anything. They've deferred everything to the campaign, which never happened.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like, all statements have been made
realized,
from the campaign.
oh shit, I haven't been shot, but how good will this be if it seems like I was? And now he's playing it up, but he got hit with shrapnel, I think.
Oh, you know what? It may be, but
I've heard about this gun. It would blow his ear off.
well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It wouldn't if it was shrapnel from something. Yeah, it's not crazy.
That's not crazy.
That's
I mean, I heard very early on when all the unconfirmed reports were sloshing all over the place. Somebody said that the gun had hit the prompter screen, the glass see-through screen that they have, and that a piece of the glass had hit Trump, which obviously is not true because they would have a broken prompter as evidence of that.
You would have heard it shatter.
Right, but
his ear looks pretty mangled in that shot. In the picture.
Yeah, it might be also he might have just caught a bullet. Like, it's one of those things, or one of those two things. But I don't think there's a conspiracy. I think if he got hit, he doesn't know. What do you think? He's, if it was a piece of shrapnel, but I think he did get shot because that bullet whizzing by his head is a fucking chilling photo, man.
You saw that photo too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
like literally.
Thank you, Elliot.
You can see the bullet. And I wonder how this is going to change him at all. There's no way it can't change you on some level. That
man, yeah,
if you get shot in the fucking head, it has to change you on some level. I don't care who you are. You've been shot. Like, literally, that a microsecond turn of your head is the only reason you're alive.
Especially in the short term. Like, especially over the next year or so. Like, yeah.
I think he said even he wants to unify people.
I mean, he said that.
But he's also a guy he's always pretty much, he doesn't usually give a lot of lip service.
He said, I want to unify people, but also these other guys want the borders open. I want, like, you know what I mean? He fell right into his,
of course,
more divisive political talking points after that.
Yeah.
I think that it'll probably, that he may be not quite as abrasive with everything, but I think that he will, like, probably behind closed doors have even more of a God complex.
If he has, I don't know, maybe you could, sure. But if he's a smart guy, and he is a smart guy, if you just understand, if you just a little bit are fucking olive branch, like you have no idea the goodwill you'll have from a lot of people who are not quite sure.
And a lot of people are not quite sure. There's more people than ever that have lost confidence in Biden. And if you could, whether it's true or not, if you can convince people that the shooting like chilled you out, humbled you, gave you perspective on what's important, it will go a long way.
And dude, the virility, say what you want, he's a 78-year-old man who was shot, and he in that moment he knew he had been shot at, and he still knew to stand up and fucking walk. I give my shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to walk off the stage with dignity.
Yeah, dignity.
Dignity. It could not have gone better for him, except for that poor guy getting killed. That poor fire. I think he was a firefighter, right? Fire chief.
Yeah, Yeah. And then I mean, you talk about, and then that both Biden and Trump show up to do Kill Tony last night, which is incredible.
I heard that Trump did. I didn't hear Biden did.
Dude, it was so fucking funny.
Oh, it premiered last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who played Biden?
Adam Ray.
Oh, does he do? I didn't know he did Biden.
He's been doing Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
So much, but he came out, and I mean, his Biden was so good.
Oh, it was good?
It was so good. I mean, Adam Ray, I love Adam Ray anyway, but like, yeah, his Biden was so good. And then, Tony loves wrestling.
Yeah.
So like, they have Biden come out as the guest. Like, he's just the guest. And then they had the first comic come on, and Biden talks to him or whatever. And then right after the comment, they're like, all right, we're going to start the show. And then Trump's music hits. And they're like, what? What is this? What is this? And Shane Gillis comes out and just, I mean, he does the best.
He does a great Trump.
And the whole thing, it was so good. I was watching it this morning before the show.
That's funny.
Just chuckling. Like, Biden gets confused at times. He does the best. Adam is doing the best, like, confused face, Biden. And then at times, of course, working a little blue, which you wouldn't expect from the commander-in-chief.
Of course,
but,
whatever, he's letting it all hang out.
You want to see it a little bit?
Sure.
Taking me down. I'm gonna stay here forever. I'm gonna go for 4 more years. I'm gonna say it right now, Tony. I'm going for 4 more years. I'm going for 4 more years. Say it with me. 4 more years. 4 more years. Say it with me. 4 more years. 4 more years. No one's gonna stop.
Trump dance with the Biden. He's stunned.
Oh my God! Wait, you guys. This is an unbelievable moment. You do not look at Joe Biden. Sit down, sit down. So scared.
This thing had 1 million views in 9 hours.
Tony, what an unbelievable experience it is.
I mean,
what a great show this could be. Instead, we've got an absolute idiot here running the show.
This is a moment we will never forget. This is
That's awesome.
incredible. What a shocking surprise. No one more shocked.
Wait till Biden talks a little.
President Joe Biden. He looks so scared.
Who just shit my pants?
Oh my God. This is an incredible moment in the history of the show. Indeed, I can smell the president has shit his pants. This is absolutely incredible. We're going to watch some comedians tonight. President Biden seems extremely
and then, of course,
frightened right now.
I gotta go to bed.
So, President
they
Trump,
then spend the next couple of hours
very funny
judging comedians do 60 seconds. Trump and Biden stick to the format and do the show. It was so funny. It is great though that like Kill Tony has gotten so huge.
It's massive.
That they have like they can get a full makeup costume
Oh,
department
yeah.
to put these on. And apparently, you know how the show works, they do the bucket pulls. Like every comedian
Sure.
that wants to do 60 seconds, their name is in the bucket, they pull them. But the people whose names are in the bucket are in a different location. They're at the bar across
Right.
the street now
I
because
believe
there's
so.
so many people.
Yep.
So they didn't know. The comedians didn't know
What was going on?
that Trump and Biden were going to be the guests
Oh,
on
that's
the
funny.
show.
It was not a shitty.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. So check that out later today if you get a chance. Trump and Biden on last night's Kill Tony.
Let's go to Dan in New Hampshire.
Hopefully Manch Vegas. What's up, Dave?
Hey,
Hey,
what's
man.
going on, guys?
Hi, Dan.
This guy was not a shitty shooter at all. He didn't have a holographic sight. He was using iron sights on an AR-15 from a football field away. Just picture trying to pick out a guy's head from over 100 yards away. Oh no, 120 yards away.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, maybe he was a better shot. He just missed from that distance.
But he wasn't-
Really good shot. He just
Yeah.
But he wasn't professionally trained, right?
No.
professionally trained. Who knows?
Yeah.
20 years old.
He's
Who
20.
knows?
He's 20, so probably not.
Well, they'll figure it out if he was. I mean, they found.
I mean, people start shooting when they're teenagers.
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe he was a guy who went hunting. Maybe he was
Could
a
be.
guy who shot. Yeah.
Could be, absolutely.
Maybe he planned on a school shooting and then decided to do this.
But
It did make me.
120 yards away with iron sights with an AR-15. That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, but
He
oh,
hit
sorry.
his ear. He
Yeah.
turned away.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he was a better shot than I thought.
The doctor said it was a miracle. It did make me feel better. They said that the FBI or whoever had his phone. They got his phone, but they couldn't get into it just yet. And I was like, good. I'm glad the security's up.
That does make you feel. And by the way,
They got into it.
did they?
At first they were
I
saying
wonder
that
how
we
they
couldn't.
did. Oh, they probably password
I
cracked.
guessed his password.
Or they were like, did you
Yeah.
try 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, the FBI. If you shoot at one of the presidential candidates,
They're getting in your phone.
the FBI will figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Cook,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to open this iPhone
Yes.
up.
Pull your pants up, Mr. Cook. Ask the other gentleman to leave the room for a second. Access Rally's phone, but investigators are struck by lack of leads. I mean, maybe there's not that many leads to have. Like, maybe the guy had a gun or bought a gun and just decided to do this. You don't, like, tell people.
I mean, sometimes you get the Reddit manifesto or the
Oh, right.
or the
Diego.
what's it
Yeah,
called?
I read yesterday they didn't find anything on his phone and they moved on to his laptop.
And when did he go here? Because he's not from, he's like from 20 miles away, right? Like, was he familiar with this area? How do you know to go somewhere and just climb the roof of,
He must-
you must
you'd
have
think he must
scouted
have
that.
scouted it, right?
He must have.
Because otherwise, that's a big assumption.
Yeah.
I just
Do you
find
bring
a
the
spot.
ladder with you, or was the ladder there? How the fuck do they allow a ladder to be put up to a roof?
I mean, as someone who has played a lot of video games before where you need to shoot things, ladders are always just happen to be there.
Yeah, a lot of times they are. Or if you get a
It's
bonus.
like the things you're looking for. You just gotta look.
But how did he get a ladder? And do you have to put that gun together?
Well, he might have been. I mean, if it's anything like the games, like he might have been, like breaking different stuff, getting the pieces, so then he could build stuff. He might have not just been a shooter, but also a builder.
So you think he might have put it up there days in advance? I mean, don't they check that shit the day of?
I don't know. I was going by Fortnite just now, so I don't know for sure.
I would probably have like a sniper rifle and like a shotgun.
And then did he have like that like healing potion?
It could.
Or a cloud, a
You
healing
need some of
cloud.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Slurp juice.
Yeah,
slurp,
some slurp
sorry,
juice.
slurp
Thank you, young
juice.
Jordan.
Slurp
Yeah.
juice. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Huh.
50 or 100.
What do you think, Jordan? Who did it? You think it was a conspiracy?
You thinking conspiracy? You were saying?
I think it's this guy. Thomas
you think
Messi.
Epstein?
I don't know about Epstein. You keep asking me about Epstein.
I'm interested in your takes. That's all.
No,
I'm sorry.
I think this guy, he's just an incel who, he thought he was going to get notoriety. There's a video of
Takes
him.
one to know one, right?
Yeah. No, I look at an incel in the mirror every day.
That's my guy.
No, did you see? There's a video of this guy going around. It was him probably in high school, and he's like, "Yeah, I have a 10-inch cock."
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
didn't
Did he
know
really?
that.
Yeah.
He's probably not an incel. He said penis.
Okay, penis.
Did he really? I bet you he did have a big dick. I mean, that's probably what's the
Why?
frustrating part.
Sound like he was joking.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
What? I'm going through our mentions because the video's right here.
Oh,
Did
because
you
that
want
other,
you want to see your other mentions?
the other thing that you
iconic
is that from the
photos.
film? Oh,
The whale.
Oh, Whale Wolf Jones
Well,
is
we were
at it again.
We were talking about iconic photos before, and I guess some listeners we missed one.
I don't think that's Brendan Fraser.
No, that is.
Looks like him.
That's definitely.
Is it funny how you can totally tell who it is?
Yeah.
Listen, if we're voting on iconic photos.
I mean, that's true. And he's a guy, he's stuck in his apartment. He's complaining about Doctor Who.
I've not seen this video.
Okay, me neither.
Hang on.
This is the shooter in high school?
Yeah.
Is what they're reporting?
Yeah.
6'4". I go to Stanford University. I have a 10-inch penis and 6'4".
Oh, he's just joking. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's either joking or
he does, and he's just fucking mad that no one will look at it because he's ugly. That's probably what it is. He probably had a giant dick, and he couldn't get anyone to look at it or to believe him.
Okay, this is what I mean about like believing the first guy who's like, no, he was bullied. Classmates say that he was quiet but would open up and was cool and friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
There's other videos of him being like made fun of though.
Yeah.
I mean, this honestly, when I look at it, it feels like somebody bullied him into saying that into the camera.
Yes.
Right, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, no.
Doesn't it feel
100%.
like, tell it, say it.
They're
Okay.
Say this or we'll beat the shit out of you. That's 100%.
I mean, I think
Yeah, it doesn't be that literal. He just wants to fit in.
Yeah.
Say you got a 10-inch dick. Oh, okay. I'll be funny.
Go to
There
the
you go.
school in Dangerous Minds? That's very intimidating.
Plus, nobody with a fucking 10-inch penis just ruins your life. If you have a 10-inch dick, you fucking do everything you can to preserve your life and make it better.
Of what perception is, and that he has to take this moment. That's why you could see him, like, making sure that before they rushed him off stage, he got his moment to speak to his audience
I think
that
that
way.
was his inner self going, "Fuck you."
Okay.
Like, he
Well,
was pissed.
then you.
I
Then
don't think it was performative.
Then I think it-
So you don't think there was any awareness?
Scott,
You don't
if
think
I think it was ego driven.
If that's
more than it was.
if that's what you think, then I think it worked.
Yeah.
Well, no, 100%. But the media or the liberal media is trying to downplay it and make it.
No one's downplaying
No one's downplaying it.
No one's downplaying it, Scott. It's not about liberal. It's not about liberal. It's not saying that it was. No one's saying performance in a bad way. He had the wherewithal, which to me is a sign of amazing mental stamina.
The first thing I said was, that is so smart.
To get shot and then to realize like there's a moment here
To take
and he was
advantage
also
of.
wanted to leave on his own. Leave because he's like, wait. He said,
Right.
wait.
Let me take it exactly. Let me take advantage.
absolutely. I
Let me
agree
give a
with all
show
that.
of strength, so I can. But this idea that it was
Pushed into
just
a
like.
different narrative through like CNN and all these guys that all he cared about was getting the picture.
I haven't heard that.
They're downplaying the fact that he got assassinated or almost assassinated. They, even on Bennington, they're like, yeah, well, whatever happened. I don't know. Maybe something happened.
So
on
you
the
think
stage.
Bennington
They're
is a
not
part
even
of the
saying-
liberal media?
Yeah. I can't believe Ron Bennington
No, I don't
didn't
think
break the
Bennington's
story
a part of the
properly.
liberal media. I definitely think that they are.
The powers that be got to Ron.
They hate Trump and everything else. I mean, Chris Stanley opened up the frickin' show with up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. Like. It's whatever. It's fine. Make all the jokes you want, and just like these other people.
How
that are
dare a
putting
comedy?
shit
How
online-
dare a comedy show?
Yeah.
Make jokes? So were you offended yesterday?
I don't care.
Yesterday we came back from break playing Many Men. Like, I mean,
50 Cent, beautiful. No, I wasn't offended. I'm not offended by any of it. What I'm saying is
Okay.
that CNN and that are kind of trying to downplay all this and make it not that big of a deal.
bro, I've been
The Trump
watching.
campaign is
I've been
definitely
watching.
trying to jump
I've been
on
watching
it.
all the channels,
Yep.
CNN included, do wall-to-wall coverage and treat it extremely seriously. At first, in the first,
I haven't been watching
in the
it.
initial response to it, it was hideous. Like the collection of headlines. You're not wrong, Scott. And the collection of headlines in the very beginning
they
of
stunk.
noises falling. Like this is. Insane,
I also
but-
think they're hesitant until they know to say gunshot because he jumped up.
Right.
It was like if they had just taken him out, but because Trump did jump up and go, "Get my shoes," and then he goes, "Fight." I think people might be a little hesitant at first to say gunshots because he basically just walked off the stage. Like maybe they weren't 100% sure, and they are disgusting, fucking biased assholes.
They're probably more hesitant
Sure.
with Trump than they would be with anybody else.
I mean,
if you're being honest.
And they also knew that this is probably the end of any shot Biden had.
I mean, if they were sad after the debate.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
Can you imagine what old Van Jones? Van Jones, who was he was so sad after the debate. I can't imagine seeing this happen, going like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
it was funny to watch.
The debate?
No,
his sadness, it was amazing.
The debate post show?
It was amazing.
It's the best post show I've ever seen in my life.
They can't hide it.
I mean, I've done post shows, pre-shows, post shows. This is my bread and butter. The CNN post-debate post show, that's the best post show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
They literally can't hide it. Like, they've always been able to at least conceal it a little and pretend. They can't pretend anymore.
To be fair, a lot of them are not the anchors. They're the commentators that are supposed to.
Sure, like the editorial board of the New York Times.
Sure, but the pure sadness.
It's the tone that the network sets and wants and amplifies.
Right. I mean, and then on the other side, like, Fox News is blowing confetti in the air.
It was a celebration.
It's great to see. It's a fun thing to see.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's wild.
Yeah. It's a wild time.
It's a wild time.
Baby, it's a wild world. That's what I always say.
You ever hear that song?
Is that a song?
Yup.
I didn't know. Pussy mogul.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Troy, what's the song called?
It's called Guess Who.
Nice.
Black Caviar, Guess Who. There it is.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
I know the other guy, too. He was in other bands.
Well,
it's my buddy Jerry.
You get some ads rolling. My man.
I'm trying to collect that revenue.
Get that paper.
No, you're playing the other song.
Oh, yeah, I had that.
Travis.
I just like all the songs.
You're not exactly the Black Caviar of producing, are you?
No. But he is caviar in the German term. Shit.
I know. Shoplifters, they're not going to stop you from making.
I love the video, too.
I'm yours, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it.
Bobby's like, all right,
Sorry,
you like that?
Run it back.
You like that? You like her? All right. Well, should we take a break?
Let's take a break.
Yes. By the way, we have Not Sam Wrestling merch that is available for only today and tomorrow. That's it. Then the sale's over. You had your time. It's done. The store closes tomorrow. So get it today or get it tomorrow. You go to notsam.com. You click on the little store link, and you can get your Not Sam Wrestling limited merch. As always, quality is extremely high. Margins, especially slim. And then also Cleveland.
We provide revenue-based working capital programs from $20,000 to $1 million. So whether it's funding for inventory, equipment, expansion, payroll, or other needs, seek no more. All it takes is just one simple application to access over 100 funding products that are powered through our breakthrough AI-enabled lending platform to get you the best options in today's marketplace. If you've been in business for at least 1 year with monthly revenue of at least $50,000, no restrictions on how you use
the field for training camp. Back Together Weekend, ABC and ESPN. Go to NFL.com/BackTogetherWeekend for.
We've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are
help. Everybody's on social media. Part of the problem with that is you see everyone else living this great life. You compare your insides to their outside, and you start feeling like, my life is not good. Comparison, it's the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on their Instagram, but they probably don't. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. I've gone to therapy on and off for years, and it's always helpful. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't cure you. It just shows you your own patterns. It teaches you how to ask questions of yourself and how to catch yourself doing things that are either envious or otherwise going to make you unhappy. If you're thinking of starting, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. Switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's TEFFT today, and you get 10% off your first month. Better, HELP.com/TEFFT.
Philo's got a world of entertainment for you to explore with just one subscription. Sign up today and start watching all the networks you love, like A&E, MTV, Discovery, Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, and so much more. Featuring current seasons of all the best drama, true crime, reality, and family-friendly shows you can't afford to miss. And with up to 3 streams at once, you'll never have to fight about what to watch. Get started today and unlock our library of over 75,000 movies and shows, and save all your favorites with the unlimited DVR so you can rewatch them anytime, anywhere for up to a year. Philo now includes access to AMC Plus. You can discover your next obsession from its collection of hit originals like Mad Men, The Walking Dead, Killing Eve, Orphan Black, and tons of blockbuster movies. There are no contracts, no commitments, and no hassles. For just $28.
Revenue-based working capital programs from $20,000 to $1 million. So whether it's funding for inventory, equipment, expansion, payroll, or other needs, seek no more. All it takes place. There's no obligation and zero out-of-pocket costs. So apply for the business funding you need today at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
Pretty. Mommy and Daddy think your penis looks pretty.
So-called medical experts will tell you that circumcision can prevent cancer, urinary tract infections, and STDs.
There's no reason for it. I don't want to hear medical. Stop it. It's not for it. They say that, but how all of Europe has infected dicks?
And so-called men like Sam Roberts will tell you that they're happy to have their hoods hacked off.
No, yeah, once it's gone, it's gone. But I'm good riddance to mine. Fuck that. That thing sucked.
They're selling it. But Jim Norton isn't buying.
If you're cutting the tip of your son's dick off, you're mutilating his genitals. I understand it's different than cutting it off, but it's still a mutilation.
Remember the cavemen? Jim Norton sure does. And that's why he wants Paleolithic protection for your son's most private parts.
You're supposed to have your foreskin. Like, you're not supposed to have it chopped off because it looks better or because in the 1300s people got like little spores under their dicks. In the end, cock is being chopped off.
Your son's hog is...
When it rocks, you've been crushing.
I have. Or when people realize what a disaster my wife is in a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, a lot of people got very, very angry at that.
What'd she do?
She's just literally, it's a hurricane.
It looks like a bomb went off.
I know. But it's not as bad as it looks just because there's towels on the floor in her shoes. But the makeup is just...
Wow. And how long...
This was in...
Yeah, how deep into the trip are you at this
That
point?
was probably about 5 hours after arriving. We were going out. And...
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, my... No. That's not day one.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep. That's it.
That is crazy. Do you do...
People were not happy.
Do you do housekeeping?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, all it was... The only thing on the housekeeping would touch is the towels on the floor.
They don't tidy up your stuff.
I mean, they might. We tip. I don't give... I mean, I tip
No,
them.
I'm just asking if you... I never do housekeeping at these hotels.
Nah, we do it. And this was a really good hotel.
Yeah.
L'Hermitage.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Very nice.
That is so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of views and a lot of people unhappy.
Yeah, I hate views.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And they act like it's this terrible thing. Shut up.
They're unhappy with you or with her?
Both.
Wait, are they like... I mean, it's just
because
kind
they're
of...
babies. It's the internet. They're babies. People are fucking babies.
They don't think it's just kind of funny?
No. It's all trans stuff.
Oh, wow.
Which had nothing to do with the video.
No.
Or, thank you, buddy. Or there's this real people have to clean that up. Shut
First
the
of all,
fuck up.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
She's going to repack all of it.
She has to put it back in her bag.
And bring it with her. That's why it's so funny.
Yeah, if you see this video and it adds... And your response is like an anti-trans thing.
I mean,
of course.
You might have an
no
agenda.
idea how many fuck her, she's a man. Like, but I mean, you feel how you want to feel, but it had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
That's where it's like you're crazy that this is such an issue for you.
You have such a problem with it.
Yeah.
This is the first thing you focus on. Fuck you.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with.
But again, it was views, so say what you want.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no,
not only is it views, but if they're leaving comments, it's interaction. That's much better.
I guess. I mean, I literally don't check. I saw them.
Comments going crazy. That's going to feed the algo. It's going to get suggested.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Oh yeah, when you get interaction going,
it's got like
they love that.
10,000 comments.
Oh, they love that.
Yeah,
they love that. That's great. How many views does it have?
3.6
thousand?
No.
3.6 million views.
On this, yeah.
Yeah, bro. This is getting fed everywhere.
I mean, it's got 30,000 likes.
Yeah, this is getting fed.
I mean, some of the comments have 12,000 likes. Wow.
Yeah, there are people.
16,000 likes.
This video is just on people's page.
I guess so.
Like there are people who only know you as the voice in the "My Wife is a Hotel Menace" video.
That's fine.
Like,
Good.
yeah, this is couples going like, "Oh my God, did you see this?"
But it's meant to just be funny. Like, look what
Of
a mess
course
she
it
is.
is.
Like,
Of course.
And
That's the only way I even considered taking it.
The amount of people that take it seriously or make it a bigger issue, it's like it confirms everything I already know about the public, and it's why I just don't respect you.
There's just
Everyone's always just looking for something.
They're always looking, and it's like
It can't be fun.
it
Mental
can't
illness
just be
is
like,
run
wow,
rampant.
what a fucking mess. Fucking trend, we got it.
I mean, I saw this video and I was just impressed that someone's able to make a hotel room look like that in such a short
It
amount
is
of time.
crazy.
That would be yeah.
She's a fucking panicky. It's a fucking hurricane.
Like, that should be like after a week.
Yeah, if that.
And
I
you're
mean,
living there.
That was
Yeah.
the first night.
That's awesome.
That was like a
so
who gives a
nuts.
shit post.
It's so funny.
Insane.
Yeah.
How mad people got.
That's
and how deep
hilarious.
they get into the fucking people go to clean. Shut up.
Good. Let it
Here's my
feed.
response. Shut up.
Let him feed the algo.
I guess so. Yeah.
Let him get mad.
Let him get mad.
At least they're reacting.
What's that?
At least they're reacting.
I mean, it really is though.
And it's going to show up on, because now when that amount of stuff is happening, it just starts popping up on everybody's search pages.
And I get why people purposely look for things like this. I get why people try to incite annoyance or whatever, because again, they reward that. Like, because people comment, because nobody can just go, I don't like that. They have to go in there and I'll fucking let you know.
I mean,
that's disgusting.
That's why people decide, you know what? I'm just going to make a living being a troll. I'm just going to go on the internet and get people
annoyed
to get annoyed at me, and which is basically what my whole radio career has been.
Sure.
And, and the interactions. So what difference does it make?
And it's so funny how many people have made shitty comments about her. And I did look at some of them, and I looked at their pages, and it's like, dude, your wife's a fat pig. Your fucking kids are. There's a couple of people that had really ugly shit children,
hideous children,
and that's why I don't look, because I you better stay anonymous, because it's so fun to look at your photos and I really want to say something awful, it's like
you want to at least send a message back going, do you think it's smart to leave comments like this when you post photos of your entire family and your children? Do you think that's a smart, strategic thing to do?
I know, but I want to say something.
What do you want to say?
One guy wrote me, "You sick fucking faggots."
What do you want to say?
I mean, I looked the guy up,
Yeah.
and he's a zero who's had trouble
Yes.
for fucking saying shit like that public. He's just one of these guys who you
Yeah.
hope gets like. By the way, this is why. And I'm going to say this carefully. All this fake outrage over people who are responding that they're happy about the shooting. Here's the reality of who we are. When someone you don't like either gets shot or dies in a bus accident, you feel good about it. Like, if this guy who wrote me this comment got fucking killed, I'd be happy.
You would?
Yes. I'd be happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's so outraged that people are happy a guy they don't like got hurt. That's how we are. Just you can't say it publicly. You can't. After that, you got to be careful what you say. But there's a lot of people in this country, I'd be happy if they were killed.
A lot?
A lot. Trump's not one of them. I mean, I wasn't happy he got shot. I don't even want to see Biden get killed. I don't want to see anybody in that line of work get shot and killed.
But there are a lot of people.
A lot of people I want to see get killed. But I don't say it
No, you
publicly
shouldn't.
because, again, you can't be seen as inciting anything. But I also don't pretend I don't understand it.
But there are a lot of people that if they got killed, you would react the way you reacted after the turbulence. Woo!
Super happy. like legit, like kill. I mean, like if they were murdered, I'd be
Right.
happy.
You'd be happy
A
about
lot
that.
of people, yeah, for real.
Oh, man.
You don't think those people are just miserable people?
Yes.
They see your life and see that you're happy, and then they're so miserable in their life, they have to try to drag you down?
That could be their motive, but I am so disinterested in what's moving them.
Right. You
Like,
just
I
prefer
just
they were
don't
dead.
care what their pain is. I don't care what their motive is. I just hope they die.
Now, is it...
Because they literally, they have nothing left as far as I'm concerned. So, no, I don't care about them at all.
When you say there's a lot of people that you would
Sure.
be happy if they were murdered and killed and died.
Or died of whatever, natural causes.
But just the fact that they were dead brings you joy.
Sure.
Are these people that you know? Are these public figures? Are they just anonymous people leaving comments? Or are they all of the above?
Not really commenters. I mean, because there are some commenters, but I also do like that so many of them are just like kind of broken nobodies. And there's
Yeah.
a part of me that like I know, like what Troy's saying is right. They hate their own lives, and I know they do. So part of me is like satisfied with that. Like, good. Because when you're not doing this, you still got to wake up and look at the tub of shit you married.
Right. So you go
Like that fucking fat bitch you married who
Right.
has skin tags under her arms.
Right. So if you go to Instagram
That's the fucking
account,
thing you look at.
right? Like if you go to someone's Instagram account and you see they have a hideous wife,
Yeah.
you go, that brings me joy.
Yeah, or like one guy left some, I can't believe this, like whatever. And then I go to his page and he's a musician and he stinks and no one's watching his stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That makes me happy.
It does.
Like you're a guy who thinks you have art to give.
And nobody
but
wants
no
to
one
receive.
is interested in your fucking art.
That's right.
You suck.
That's
that,
right.
I don't need to say that to him because I don't want to bring attention to it.
No.
So it's like, you know what? Sometimes it's hard to do, but you're better off just letting people die on the vine.
And just enjoy.
Knowing that you're trying and no one cares.
Because, yeah, as much as that pain is not visual, you know it's happening.
With 100%
certainty. Yeah.
Sure. But there's times like where you'll put something out there and
But
people see it and it inspires a response, but when you see the response is so out of whack to what you put out, then you know there's something else going on.
And the fact that these people are commenting not just on your page, but on other pages means they're seeing other artists, other creative people succeed in the thing that drives them. But this person is not succeeding in the thing that drives them.
I had a couple of those.
And
I
that
just
makes you
love
very
it.
happy.
I love it. I love that your dream
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a dream.
is laying on the fucking floor near a hamper.
And do you ever see them and you go, well, not only is this not happening, but they're of an age and of a position in life where they've reached the point where it's never going to.
It will never happen.
And you like that?
It brings me it like literally makes me feel warm. Like it's like you will never know that feeling.
Right.
I know you won't. And that makes me happy.
And on some level, they also know.
Of course they do.
That they are not only do they have the misery of this isn't working, but they know if it was going to work,
it would have worked already.
That's right.
It's not even. There's not even a fuck. The gears are not even beginning to turn.
That's right.
They will never turn.
Right.
And that sometimes knowing that makes it easy to not respond. Because I never respond.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I very rarely look. Because I know what it is, and I'm like, and then I just want to say something shitty to them, and I know that me saying something shitty to them gives them something good.
Right.
And I would rather give them nothing than something good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard not to because, again, it's different when you're in an audience and you're heckled. You have to
That's
deal
a
with
different
it.
thing.
But it's much different. It's alive, and I can see the fucking guy, and we can elicit responses in real time.
And turn it into something.
As opposed to just giving attention to somebody who really just wants to be noticed. But what they're doing in their life is not good enough to get them noticed, so they do it. But whatever.
And it can be a fun thing, too, to go like, let me take this moment, instead of responding, what if I take this moment to do one of the many things in my life that I've set up to bring me joy, knowing that they don't have that.
Well, I like when people who want attention don't get it, because as a person who likes attention, I understand that it sucks when you're doing something and no one notices. That's kind of satisfying to know. People just keep going, hey, hey, hey. That's all that is. Hey, 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 hey. And when you just won't turn around.
Right.
There is something, it's hard not to, but it's satisfying to know.
On a bigger level.
That they're more frustrated with you not turning around than you are with what they said.
Right. Especially when it's like, it's one thing when you're doing something and it's not getting the attention, but that's okay. The next thing will get attention. It's another thing when you're doing something, it doesn't get attention, and the last thing didn't get attention, and the thing before that didn't get attention, and you realize the problem is not the thing. The problem is you.
And do you know how I've learned this? is from my own life. Like when I write an email or whatever to a company for
You
something.
do that?
Yep. The most frustrating thing is no response. Like a response or a response, one response. Well, that's the best we're going to do, sir. Like that little fuck. There's no. If they respond angrily, then I have something to feed off of and get back. Fuck you, and then go.
And even when you're feeling angry, there is that high and that emotional fulfillment. It's filling a different bucket.
It's a drug,
but it's still filling a bucket.
Of course it is. But when they don't respond. I mean, like, but you know what I mean? Like when you realize I'm shouting into a ceiling fan.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's
It's
the
not
worst
that they
feeling.
don't like you.
It's the worst feeling.
It's not a personal thing.
No one gives a fuck.
They don't care.
No one cares.
You've made no impact.
Yeah. But is it people I know? No, there's really nobody I know that I would want to see killed.
Right.
I can't think of nobody's wronged me like that in real life.
Right. Right.
And by the way, the people I'm saying that I kind of would love to see killed, and I probably wouldn't if I met them.
No.
Most of them I would probably like.
Right. Right. But there are moments where it's like,
I would love to hear about them.
Right.
Dying in a fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I love that idea though of realizing you have nothing.
But
it hasn't. That thing of like you go to somebody's page and you're just like,
yeah,
it didn't work out, dude.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Or this is what you're relegated to. You convinced yourself that you're the guy who tells it like it is, but you're not. You're not that guy.
You're not.
You're the guy who goes to work. You're a good boy. You do as you're told.
You do what the boss tells you.
You do what you're told. Your fucking cunt wife. You don't like her. I'm talking to myself. But you know what I mean? Like the guys convince themselves that over the years I've learned all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn like how to not dive into it and get mad, because I see guys going back and forth and I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
Who fucking gives a shit?
Right.
Like
I never watch like an online argument between two people and go like, oh, that's the side I'm on. More often than not, it's why is this person arguing like this?
You'll see like one back and forth sometimes, but there's this. It's just watching people get so mad at each other through just texting that we're gonna debate. Everybody's debating. Shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Ugh. It's so
your kids are in the same
boring.
room. They're asking for a snack. They're, what are you, Dad? You're bickering with somebody on the internet instead.
Ferocious arguing is really just aggressive begging. That's all it is. You're begging to be heard. You're begging to be agreed with. You're begging someone to change their mind, but you're doing it aggressively.
Right.
Because it's just fucking, it's the equivalent of please, just please hear me. Just please listen.
Right. Right. You always hear that. There's never a
God
time
knows
when
I've
that's
done it.
more. There's never a time when that's more obvious than when you're in like a argument with somebody online. And like they set up like, here's the argument, and then you argue back and forth 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
And you disprove in their argument. And then they go back to the original argument.
It never goes back to, oh, okay, I was wrong.
No, it's like
never that.
You just restate the first thing.
Yeah.
It's like you just want to cycle through this again and again and
yeah,
again.
because
and
people
again.
want to win and they want. So
Yeah.
you come to realize this over the years, and you have to not. It's a because I spent years responding to hate mail. Not really as much online. I did it online, but a lot of it had gotten out of my system by that point. Like, and I have a folder. I mean, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And it would always feel good.
You liked it.
Yeah. But then it doesn't feel good because you're like, who cares? No
like
one's
the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
I see it.
When they go and they find every shit talker on a message board, and this was like way back. This is like the early 2000s, and they the climax of the movie is after they've done their film, they realize everybody's shitting on them on a message board. So they go through the entire message board, and they show up to every single user's house. And they knock on the door and they beat the shit out of them.
Oh, that's funny.
And some of them are like little kids, like they don't care.
Oh, that's very
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of the same thing. It's just who cares?
Right. But there is even seeing it. That's why that end scene is so great. Is because like everybody can relate to it. There is a part of you that would love to just get on a plane, go to
Yeah.
everybody's house and do this.
Yeah.
Let's get a little sound. Like see, it's a child.
Magnolia fan on moviepoopshoot.com.
Yeah.
Did you write? Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them and their stupid asses?
Yeah, a while ago. So?
Just beating the shit out of this kid.
How satisfying that is. Oh, that's funny.
On moviepoopshoot.com, did you say Jay and Silent Bob are...
Me more than 20 years ago.
2001.
2001. 2001. This is the ending to a movie.
Yeah.
Because of message boards. And it couldn't be. I mean, it's only gotten worse.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you learn. You know, one guy who I used to go back and forth with a lot. I forget how I found out that he committed suicide. Had nothing to do with us, and I didn't care.
You did not.
No, but I didn't feel good about it or bad. It just was oh, this guy's dead. Like, but I found out years later.
Right.
I forget even how I found out. But like, you know, it's like, for what? There's too many things in life to do head on without everyone just sit. Like, it's just so
pointless.
Mealy. It's mealy.
It is. It is, and it always feels gross.
And everybody wants to debate. It's like, it just, I don't know. Maybe it's just boring. Everybody is trying to be the one who says it, and you're not going to be that one.
Well, everybody got an outlet to say it, and they can't turn it down.
No, but if they want everybody else to stop talking, if they want to say it to the point like where they say it so eloquently,
right?
And they make the point so well that everybody else goes, "Wow, that's a great point. We're done."
Everybody got a live microphone, and so nobody can turn it down. Everybody got a live microphone, so they all have to talk into it, and also unplug your live microphone.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to hear what I have to say.
Right.
It's just aggressive begging.
Trust me, I should be the one talking.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Please. Please.
Aggressive begging.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
You're begging someone to change their mind, or you're begging someone to see it your way.
Tell me I'm right.
Tell me but I learned the hard way, like, I'm unhappiest when I feel like I'm not being heard. Like, and so I know, that's how you make someone else unhappy.
Right.
And also just
hurt people hurt.
But you stop trying to make everybody hear your point. Like, we do it, and I'm not changing anybody's mind.
No, you're not.
No one's ever. People have said, "Hey, I like that you talk about this and that," because then I thought about it in my own life. But I'm not going to argue with you and change your fucking mind. Like, no one does that.
No. Ask Crowder. Nobody's changed his mind.
I guess not.
Sits at those tables.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
Change my mind.
Change my mind.
And they don't.
They don't. I was feeling pretty patriotic yesterday.
Attaboy.
To tell you the truth, last night. Yeah, I know. Something changed me. You know, I put on America's Pastime, baseball, which, by the way, I was having a conversation with somebody else about soccer and how boring it is.
It sucks.
It does suck, but so does baseball.
It can at times.
Yes. Yes. However, it is America's Pastime.
Sure.
You're targeting me.
I am. I did that said that to get under your skin. This is 100% for an audience of one.
Yeah.
But I was feeling extra patriotic because I turned on. It's the most American baseball game. What was it? The All-Star game or the Home Run Derby?
It's a Home Run Derby.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I thought. So, and obviously I was watching. And so I turned on the Home Run Derby because it's the most American thing you can do.
Yep.
And what part is the most American part of the Home Run Derby?
Watching. I don't know.
National anthem. Yeah. National anthem. Gotta watch the national anthem.
Remember.
You gotta watch the national anthem sung at the Home Run Derby. If you want to be patriotic.
If you want to show love for your country.
Okay.
Especially after we almost lost one of our presidents.
Sure.
One of our great presidents. Premiers.
Some crazy.
Maybe your favorite president.
That's true. Many people are saying.
You fuck with Trump, you fuck with me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw someone say that.
You and the KID.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, whoa.
Ball with the ball.
There's one guy you don't
morning stoned pimp.
If there's one guy you don't want to fuck with, it's him.
He's the American badass.
Ah. Really an impactful, not at all an attention grab, very impactful statement.
Right. Right. Well, that shooter he's in a better place now.
Yeah.
Because old Kid Rock would have fucked him up.
Hell yeah. If it's not beer cans, it's empty threats at a dead incel. This guy takes on some tough targets.
He's patched things up with Bud Light, by the way.
The whole thing was a lie.
Of course
it's all pretend. A bunch of people acting.
Yeah.
But I could use this to further my cause and be heard.
Those cans were never available in stores. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was feeling patriotic, is the point. I turned into a little Kid Rock myself, you know? Because I watched the national anthem performed at the Home Run Derby. Did you see you didn't watch this? I thought you were American, no?
No.
Embarrassing.
That he missed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tough.
I didn't
tough.
know.
Real tough. Yeah, I guess Ingrid
Andress.
Sure. It
She's a
says
four-time Grammy nominee?
Country singer.
I think she is a 4-time Grammy nominee, so you know her.
Yeah,
yeah. Was she nominated for vocal
Singing.
performance?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a singer-songwriter.
She is.
Grammy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, if you say so. Well, she did very good.
Awesome.
Where was this game? Where the home run derby?
Looks like a baseball stadium, yeah.
Was this a baseball stadium?
It's a nice stadium, actually, from that view.
It was pretty new. It's like 4 years old, 3 years old. Yeah.
Yay.
It looks like.
Love that stadium. Love to get in there.
Well, anyway, that's my Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Here's the national anthem from last night's home run derby.
All right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
Very breathy.
what so proudly we hailed
It's a mulligan. Give it to
by
her.
the twilight's last gleaming?
Okay.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly streaming.
Hold it in.
Yep.
Don't
And the rocket's red glare.
Oh, jeez.
The bombs bursting in air.
Oh.
Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Why go for the big one?
Ooh.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Oh, jeez. Nice.
O'er the
Nailed it.
land
Oh, no.
of the free.
Wasn't expecting it to go in that direction.
And the home of the brave.
It's on Earth.
She honestly, she
Wow.
ended it better than she could have. That brave could have been a lot worse than it was.
What a good guy friend you are.
You really are.
What are you going to do? Take her to the airport next?
You really
tell me
are.
tell me how the guy is when you meet him.
You're a shoulder to cry on. No, I just want to be friends.
But
doesn't deserve
is that
me.
her style of singing? Do we have a song by her? Is she like a Billie Eilish who has her own?
Billie Eilish would do very well.
I'm sure she would, but I'm only saying, Brett, like, I just somebody who's got their own style.
I mean, there's certain notes you have to hit.
That's
in
true.
a song.
Yeah.
She's just not hitting.
Was she sick, or did she? I would love to see her publicist after. It's good.
It's really good.
Looking into those
Why are the
fucking-
players making those faces? No.
Yeah,
it's
they're
a tough-
nervous.
it's a tough room.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. The acoustics.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know why you decided to go with the big note there, but it was good. It was really good. It was really good.
I wonder if she's great and had a bad night. Here she is.
We came up with the song, and normally we write really.
All right.
It's crazy how manipulation feels like a soft blanket holding you tight.
No, I don't think this
That's
is a situation.
No, but that's how she said, dude, tight.
Someone's just as warm as the gaslight.
She sings a little bit.
I think she's
She's
got
probably the wrong choice for the national anthem.
I think she's got
She sings off key.
a weak, folksy voice, but
there you go.
Weak.
Yeah, it's a weak voice.
It's a weak voice. I
Because
think
everyone ends on, and the ones you should hold the last line. And then we went to the store.
Yeah. I think I think she'd be having a little bit of a tough go of it if she wasn't cute.
That was a bad choice for a national anthem. Because her stuff here at NPR is okay, but it's not great.
She's a professional singer.
I don't think she stinks, but like in this one, I mean.
Let's get her.
There's an opportunity that she probably should have turned down.
She should have turned. No, there's no way that you can't be like let's
Her
go.
publicist made this happen. Her publicist.
Yes.
They say she's got to sing the national anthem if you want to get Tom Cruise in the studio. It was a publicist who had some connection to.
But her publicist probably thought she was a professional singer.
Yeah.
Professional singers should be able to have some kind. This isn't Roseanne Barr.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Professional singers should be able to do some kind of rendition.
Sure.
Or at least know their voice. So if they have to like shift the key or whatever they have to do to get through it. I mean, Jordan said it wasn't as bad as everybody's saying it was, but
I say the last note wasn't as bad as
No, the last note was
been.
hideous.
There
The
was
last
a lot
note-
of bad notes. Terrible.
And the last note was as bad as it gets. No. I mean, do you want to? Can we hit the last note again?
Can I hear the last note again?
Yeah, sure.
I want to knock. I want to knock the White Knight off his horse.
All right, let's
Hey,
hear
you
it.
close strong.
Let's hear it.
O'er the land of the free.
Because see, this is so terrible that
That's like.
And the home of the brave.
It's
What
terrible.
part of that was good?
It was horrible.
She said Bray. She left the V
home
out.
with the Brave.
It was. I mean, it was even brave. The word brave. It was like two
cut it off.
notes, and she cut it off.
Her voice is not meant to sing a song like this. She can't. She's a breathy, like.
She tried to. You're right. She tried to do a big version. And she's not a big singer. She should have done a toned down. She's got a microphone. You don't need to make sure you're not a theater
Well,
performer.
at least the only thing I'll say in her favor is she did it kind of according to the way it was supposed to be done, just poorly. She didn't try, like some people try to make it their own song.
You should make it your own song if you can't sing it.
Yeah, or get someone else.
She sang off key.
She certainly
She
did.
did a terrible job. There's no.
Do you know who wrote the national anthem? You just said it.
Oh, you idiots.
What?
It's just stupid. I know who did.
I know you do.
Do you think Travis does or no?
No.
Okay, so that's kind of fun. Then.
No.
Okay.
Jimmy Key, former Yankees pitcher.
He nailed it. He did. He knew it. He knew it. It was
Everybody
Jimmy
knows
Key.
that.
It was Jimmy Key.
Yeah.
You like that though.
I like how she makes a word that's usually one syllable into two syllables.
That's what you do when you can't hold it.
You said it was. You said it was quite
Bray.
good. You said.
Put on Brave. She left the V off.
I mean,
Bray.
you didn't even let Jim or I comment.
Hey,
you were
Bray.
just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
I
I
gotta
gotta have the first comment.
I gotta tell you guys, the end. You haven't said one word all day. We put a pop star on.
Yeah.
And you go, if I may be so bold, that last note was quite
You know
good.
The only one who could have done it better is Camila Cabello.
Kid brought it
That's
home.
all I'm saying.
You know, he's like the biggest. We found out the day before
I like him.
vacation. He loves Camila Cabello.
Who's Camila Cabello?
She's a big pop. He loves pop music.
Okay.
And he loves Camila Cabello. And he was trying to say he did not. And he knew everything about her. Everything.
I don't know who she is.
Tell him.
Well, she lives at 731 Lake Winnemog Road. No, she is. She was in a girl group and now she's solo.
What was the girl
and
group? Don't pretend. Don't
Fifth
leave.
Harmony is the name of the girl group.
Do not leave
Sam.
details out.
Oh, Fifth Harmony.
Yes.
I know her.
Yeah.
Do not leave details out so it seems like a more casual knowledge.
Yeah.
Because you knew all the details
She
a
has
week ago.
4 solo studio albums out now. The latest one just released.
What's it called?
I don't want to tell you.
What is it
Oh,
called?
what is it called?
It's called CXOXO.
How the fuck did you know that if you don't like her?
I went and I picked up a copy right after the show.
XOXO?
Yeah.
They couldn't find a UNT?
Yeah.
You picked up a copy. Who picks up copies of music anymore?
Oh, you go down to Rough Trade Records. You get a copy of the Camila. Can I go?
Attaboy.
Can I have one Camila? They go, okay.
Oh, it's a Camila. I give one Camila, please. She can't sing. She's going to have a little drink to
So you don't like us teasing this national anthem lady?
No, I don't.
He's
she
standing
sucked.
for her.
She sucked. I just think the last note,
was pretty good.
I'm trying to find something good about her. I just don't like that style of. It feels like it's very breathy and makes up for a lack of range by clipping words.
Yeah, I don't think that that's inaccurate. I don't mind her style of singing if
It's
that's what
okay.
somebody's into, but like she did a bad job.
Do you think
You
Adele
can
would have done a
sing
better
that
job?
with her style.
100%.
If you get the voice, if you get the pipes, T.
She does.
She could have sang that song in her style.
Yeah.
She
Oh, in her
decided
style,
to go
yeah.
big.
Yeah. But even
she
her
should have
style
gone
is
home,
like,
if you ask me.
Yeah, believe me, go big or go home. You ever hear that?
Yes, that was what I was referencing.
Boy. Yes, right.
A boy.
And just so you know, shortly, Daddy has both holes pushing.
Well, you dancing and glancing up at the clock can only mean one thing.
Yeah, Daddy's got the hose is full.
Sure.
And
I mean, you just emptied it. Not
and the
very long ago
and the
at all.
drawstring needs to be pulled.
Okay.
How are the bowels?
The whole thing is basically it's the fucking the front door of a club when the club's on fire and everyone's trying to squeeze out.
Yeah.
See, that was not great. Not great.
But as according to Jordan, not as bad as people.
I grew up in the theater. I've seen much worse performances than that.
Can you sing?
I could sing for you.
Sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Well, no.
I don't want to do that.
How about something?
That's humiliating, dude.
Yeah,
Don't make him do.
Well, if he can sing, it'll be nice to hear it.
Dude, you don't need to humiliate him like that.
But why as if he belted it out? It was like, oh
What's
shit.
a song?
What shows have you been in?
Yeah. What's one?
What shows have you been in?
I've been in-
I like theater too. Have you seen? I love Les Mis. It's my favorite.
Oh,
show.
I was in Les Mis.
No.
Yeah.
Who'd you play?
I was Javert. Yeah.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Is that the one Mateo sang?
Yup. That's his song.
How about this?
Oh dear.
We gotta take a break.
Take a break and come back, and you're gonna serenade Sam.
Jesus Christ.
What's Javert's big song?
Stars. Yeah.
Is that the same song?
That's the song.
Oh, okay. I don't like theater.
That's
so.
the song.
Okay.
And that's the tease.
What'd you think? What'd you think of Russell Crowe's version of it?
I think it was good.
It was hideous.
I saw that.
It was
I liked him.
Hideous.
I liked him.
Hideous. He took an amazing work of art and just took what he did all over it is what you're about to do in the toilet.
Shit.
Well, you haven't seen my performance of it yet. You might start praising Russell Crowe after that.
Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be great because Mateo did a performance.
It was okay. His performance was okay.
I fell in love with Mateo that day.
Yeah.
This could go really sideways for me.
It's okay.
I think that you're gonna because you got that voice.
You do have a good voice.
Thank you.
know?
Oh, we got the karaoke up.
Yes, so you can see it.
All right.
All right, both holes are going.
All right.
Be right back.
All right.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Back after this. The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Something happening?
My stomach. So I'm.
You ever see it when they show you the outside of a volcano and then they go show you down the hole, like all the chaos happening inside?
So I can't tell the story.
The Bonfire. Weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Find out why DMB fans are raving about Dave Matthews Band's 2024 Summer Tour. Every show is different. This weekend, the Friday Night Concert Series takes you to New Jersey for Dave Matthews Band live Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Exclusively on Dave Matthews Band Radio, Channel 30. And the SiriusXM app. Search DMB and listen to the entire series.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Everybody's on social media. Part of the problem with that is you see everyone else living this great life. You compare your insides to their outside, and you start feeling like, my life is not good. Comparison, it's the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on their Instagram, but they probably don't. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. I've gone to therapy on and off for years, and it's always helpful. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't cure you. It just shows you your own patterns. It teaches you how to ask questions of yourself and how to catch yourself doing things that are either envious or otherwise going to make you unhappy. If you're thinking of starting, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. Switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's TEFFT today, and you get 10% off your first month. Better, HELP.com/TEFFT.
Attention, small business owners. Do you need funding for your business? At LendSeek.com, we provide revenue-based working capital programs from $20,000 to $1 million. So whether it's funding for inventory, equipment, expansion, payroll, or other needs, seek no more. All it takes is just one simple application to access over 100 funding products that are powered through our breakthrough AI-enabled lending platform to get you the best options in today's marketplace. If you've been in business for at least 1 year with monthly revenue of at least $50,000, you can receive the business funding you need when it matters most, regardless of your personal credit score. Funds in your account in just 24 hours with no collateral, no prepayment penalties, and no restrictions on how you use the funds. There's no obligation and zero out-of-pocket costs. So apply for the business funding you need today at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
Benjamin Franklin said, "Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." Nice thought, but for many people, sleep doesn't come easy, which is why more and more people have discovered the importance of a bedtime routine to help prepare for sleep. Things like reading, taking a warm bath, and turning off all screens an hour before bedtime is crucial, as their blue light can suppress melatonin production and alter the circadian rhythm. Now, I may sound like a parent trying to give you advice, but this is just what I do every single day. It also helps to have an incredible luxury mattress. Sattva luxury mattresses are handcrafted to gently lull you to sleep. And because they're sold online, they cost a fraction of the price of retail. If you want to sleep better, make sure the bed is a Sattva. And right now, save $200 on $1,000 or more at sattva.com/TEFFT. That's SAATVA.com/TEFFT.
The 152nd Open Championship is exclusively on SiriusXM.
Up toward the hole, has a chance, and it goes! Rory McIlroy with an overhand fist bump!
Live coverage of golf's final major of the year begins Thursday morning at 2 Eastern.
That is Scottish golf. That is the home of golf, and that is true, proper links golf.
Listen to the Open Championship from Royal Troon on Open Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Everyone knows that therapy is great for solving problems, but it turns out therapy has some problems of its own, like finding the right therapist, fitting into their schedule, getting to their office, and of course, the cost. BetterHelp Online Therapy was created to help solve those problems because you deserve to focus on yourself and make your well-being a priority. It's convenient, built around your schedule, and surprisingly affordable. Start by filling out a brief questionnaire to be matched with a licensed therapist who fits your needs and preferences, and connect with them by phone, video, chat, or text. If you're not connecting with your therapist, you can switch at any point at no additional cost. BetterHelp has been proven to be as effective as in-person therapy, so it's a great solution for people who want to start therapy with a little less hassle. There's a reason 4 million people have turned to BetterHelp for mental health support. Visit BetterHelp.com/radio today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/radio.
Philo's got a world of entertainment for you to explore with just one subscription. Sign up today and start watching all the networks you love, like A&E, MTV, Discovery, Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, and so much more. Featuring current seasons of all the best drama, true crime, reality, and family-friendly shows you can't afford to miss. And with up to 3 streams at once, you'll never have to fight about what to watch. Get started today and unlock our library of over 75,000 movies and shows, and save all your favorites with the unlimited DVR so you can rewatch them anytime, anywhere for up to a year. Philo now includes access to AMC Plus. You can discover your next obsession from its collection of hit originals like Mad Men, The Walking Dead, Killing Eve, Orphan Black, and tons of blockbuster movies. There are no contracts, no commitments, and no hassles. For just $28 a month, Philo's a better way to watch TV. So what are you waiting for? Visit philo.tv and sign up today to start your 7-day free trial. That's philo.tv.
Small businesses are the engines that power our country. So why is it so hard for them to acquire business funding for things like expansion and cash flow? Meet Swish Funding, the business funding platform exclusively for small businesses. Whether it's $25,000 or even $2 million, our process takes just minutes, with cash in less than 24 hours. You must be in business for at least 1 year, with an average monthly revenue of at least $25,000. Apply at swishradio.com. Swishradio.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Perillo with JoePerillo.com. We know many of you are searching for just that right pre-owned luxury vehicle. That's why I want to tell you about JoePerillo.com. At JoePerillo.com, you could browse our huge selection of curated luxury vehicles. JoePerillo.com is based in Chicago, but we ship cars all over the country. Check out JoePerillo.com. That's Joe Perillo, Perillo. Or dial 312-BMW-1111. That's 312-BMW-1111. 312-BMW-1111.
Why? Because I'm not embarrassed by any of it. People go, "What's your guilty pleasure?" I go, "I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty about anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. I just have pleasures. I just have great pleasures of life."
What's your great pleasure?
Wow, that's fucking weird.
Making babies.
Because the way you said that, it's just the way you said it. What the
fuck?
I mean, Mike, he said that weird, right?
It was actually reminiscent of a moment on To Catch a Predator. When a predator who actually does kind of resemble Jordy says in a chat transcript that having sex with a virgin is the cleanest, best pleasure.
Oh, Jordy, that's what you sound like, dude.
I mean, he almost landed right on the line.
Word for word, bar for bar. Which predator was that?
It was one of the very early episodes.
Like the rabbi era.
Oh,
Remember that guy?
Rabbi David Kay. Legend. Possibly on the Mount Rushmore.
Possibly, but I would say Mount Rushmore is obviously Jeff Sokol.
Sokol's got to be on there.
Yes. I would say the guy who just came to get something to eat at McDonald's. Remember, he came back twice? I just came to get something to eat.
Oh, yeah, John something.
Right. The first day he walked into the house completely naked, which really did feel like they were like kind of fucking with him. But they got him to walk into the house completely naked, and then the next day they got him to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, they got him on the side of the road. He was trying to walk away.
Right. I just came to get something to eat. So that's one for sure. I would say the guy who was on the train.
Oh, the guy who knows Chris Hansen.
From the train.
I think he's in the conversation.
Okay.
There are a couple from the Flagler Beach, Florida. There's one, I forget his name, and it's a quick hit. He had his sister waiting in the car to drive them to a party.
That's a good one.
The sister was very confused as to what was going on.
I might have to watch some of those Flagler Beach episodes. Well, on the way back from break, Jim, Mike put on a Camila Cabello song, and Jordan knew all the words and everything. I mean, it's not. He's lying when he says he doesn't like it.
He's a fan.
He's a big fan, and that's fine.
Sure.
That's fine. That's not the issue.
I'll admit it to Jim. I'll never admit it to you.
Well, that's fucked up.
Thank you.
That makes me feel bad.
Well, he knows I'm a sensitive person.
That's true, I guess.
You're a rotten little bastard. I'm a sensitive
God
person.
damn it. You think is that what you think?
I don't think you're a rotten little bastard.
I hope not. I've been working out.
Do you want to sing now? You should be at this mic. Where do you think you should be so we can read the lyrics?
I could read.
Can you see it from there?
But
we can put him over there.
Don't you think that if he's sitting at the head of the table, like the tribal chief, don't you think that way he can look out and see the whole room?
Agree.
Looking at
That's
him?
a great point. He should be right there.
He should feel like he has an audience.
And I can even get little your in love reactions.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
We can acknowledge.
You know what? If you want, I'll shoot him. And why don't we both shoot and just see what we get?
Sure.
Okay. We have a 2-camera shoot for this.
Yeah, we do. Oh wait, I should have got my thing. You're not going to hold on that.
Should we turn the lights on?
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, good idea.
Ooh, let's get the mic up, and you can really belt it out. The lyrics will be up there. Or do you know the lyrics?
I'm just reading my mom's text.
What'd your mom say?
Go in the bathroom and warm up.
Ew.
Ew.
No.
That's not the first time she said that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, that's
kind of erotic.
It's funny.
A little bit.
Yes. Normally I hear that. There's a basketball jersey on the couch.
All right.
You can see the lyrics, Jordan?
Yep.
You get it, Mike?
So before we went to break, Jordan let us know that the reason he appreciates different musical genres is that he's a theater kid.
Yes.
And when asked what shows he's been in, as it turns out,
He's got a voice.
Yeah. If I saw that at a high school performance, I'd go.
Sure. And you very well might, considering what you do in your private time.
I just like the show. I just like the show is the thing. I go, decent high school performance. Yeah. And it took a lot of guts.
Yes, it did, and you belted it right
get
out.
up there and
Sam
perform.
didn't like that you said ridden.
You can tell.
Yeah.
So it is written. It's written. It's a T.
Do you still sing, Jordan?
I haven't had the time in a few years. I've been.
What have you been doing?
This and other things.
It
only goes to 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's only been like a month.
Yeah,
no,
what do you do at 11?
I just haven't found the time to do it since I got to college. I haven't,
So do you want to sing in a band, or?
I could. I don't know. If the opportunity came up.
I mean, we don't have to look at Mateo's version.
Why-
That's just
why-
Mateo's.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to compare and contrast. different
No, I
versions.
mean Mateo's. This was close.
Close?
Close to
Both
what?
excellent dances.
Well, yeah, that's. No, I mean Mateo's voice was a little more seasoned.
Mateo's an angel.
Yeah, but Mateo also sings a lot more often professionally. He does it on stage every night.
He didn't warm up when he did this.
No, he just fucking sat there.
Yeah,
He's like,
and
what are
you-
you throwing this up on YouTube? He just
Yeah.
started singing. We didn't even know it was going to happen.
Yeah, you can see this fucking swooning alien watching him.
He does.
Frightening.
Treehouse of Horror. Yeah. Well, you checking your app mentions, bro? Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Checking your app.
I had to
He's
see.
scrolling through. He's like, I
yeah.
just did a shitty job of Les Mis on the
I-
air.
whoa,
Let me
whoa,
check
whoa.
my app
Hey,
mentions.
He didn't do a
I'm just saying
shitty
it.
job.
I'm just saying
He
it's
came
not,
off the bench after 2 years.
It's just
No,
not that.
everyone agrees with Sam. They're all saying this.
Well, they just because what are they going to do? Say, hey, it was good. He did
They're
a good
haters,
job.
dude.
Sure, who cares?
They're
They
haters.
don't like you, and you're the host of the show.
That's a
That's
so
a
what
good
are they
point.
going to say
See?
about me?
I mean, well, that actually means they have good taste. So
Yeah, that's actually tough for you.
it's funny.
You're
It throws right
accurate.
back. They don't like you, and you're the host.
He brings up an excellent
He
point.
sure does.
He does. It sounds a little like he's trying to justify that. No, I'm still a good singer.
No, I know that was not my best.
You came off the bench.
You
Came
sang
off
your
the
heart
bench.
out. Come on.
You put emotion into, and you tried.
I also, in my defense, I was looking over at Sam's cocky face the whole time.
Why
With
by
a
that
video
means
camera
shitty.
in my face.
Now you see what Jim has to deal with every day.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
tough.
You know how hard it
It's
is.
tough.
Be funny looking at a monster.
I thought it was an alien.
What do you think aliens are? They're monsters.
That's a good point. No, I thought it was good.
Yeah, you killed it.
Thank you.
I can't sing that. Nobody else in this
Sam
room can
doesn't
sing
think that.
I do. I think it was. I just said it was good.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what Sam thinks. All that matters is what you think.
That's
and
right.
you thought you were bad.
By the way, nobody in this room could sing that song. So
No, least of all you.
yeah. I mean, 0% of the people in this room. That's true. That's true.
We should put those videos together. We can both send them to maybe Hit the Doug or somebody with the audio from this program. We should release that on our YouTube page as a really nice moment.
It was a nice moment, I think. And it was the culmination. As a matter of fact, maybe on intern Jordan's last day, we can put a montage of his best of with him singing as the song.
Oh, I like that.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
There you go. Belting it out, getting everyone all teary-eyed.
Yeah. Till we come face to face, and then he's arguing about Camila Cabello or whatever. Yeah, it could be really good. Did it feel good to sing? I mean, it's a fun song to sing.
Listen, I wasn't expecting to sing this.
No, but
at
I mean,
this time.
But it
was at the time, and
a little uncomfortable.
It was one of my favorite roles I've done. I gotta say, and it's
dude.
it's that song's always a classic to me. I also do Maria from West Side Story. If you want to hear that on a different day.
Oh, I would love to hear that on a different day because I despise West Side Story.
You don't like it?
Hate everything about it.
Were you a shark or a jet?
Everything about it.
And Rita Moreno's still doing it.
Look, sure. How old is she? 90?
Yeah, I think so. And I just saw a trailer for a new movie.
Steven
she's doing.
Spielberg's fucking version of it. Didn't it tank?
I don't know if it tanked because it came out during COVID. So I don't.
92.
I forgot he directed that. Yeah. Boys, he had some big fucking movies.
Unbelievable.
Did he only do the first one? Or the first two?
What, Jurassic Park?
Yeah. I don't know if he directed the second one. I'm sure he gets producing credits on all of them. I mean, it'd be like if Tim Burton started doing rom-coms. It's like, this isn't what we want.
Yeah,
bud.
how about something else? I don't need
He
your
directed The Lost World.
I don't want your passion projects.
No.
Oh, just keep doing what I like.
I mean, look, you gotta
can,
have
you
a
got
little
the
bit of
money.
that,
But like, take a
Still.
break, like for one movie, one for you, one for me.
He's done it.
he has. I mean,
My God.
Imagine being compared to Jaws. Like everything you do is compared to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Jaws, Close Encounters, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I forgot about Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Of course, Raiders.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
But then you come out with a Schindler's List.
Schindler's List.
Where you're like, yeah.
To prove that you can do comedy. The Color
I
Purple.
think you misread that film.
Indiana Jones again. Hook.
I mean, I
love Hook.
I love Hook. I don't know if it's like on the
It was a
same
big movie.
list.
That's Dustin Hoffman, right?
Yeah.
That's a big movie. That was a huge film, Hook.
Rufio.
Rufio.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that big
love
fat
Hook.
kid that can make himself into a ball?
No.
He loved radio.
Yeah, Hook was a very big film. Jurassic Park.
It wasn't big compared to
Amistad.
How much?
Saving Private
Amistad
Ryan.
was a big. Oh my God, Saving Private
Amistad.
Ryan.
Minority Report. Catch Me If You Can. Like he's
The
done.
Terminal was a big, but
everything.
not. It was big for most people, but not.
War of the
compared to-
Worlds.
War of the that was
Tom Cruise, yeah, but it still did well.
And it was a big action.
It was a big
Lincoln
film.
was big.
I forgot he did Lincoln.
I forgot he did Lincoln as well.
Daniel Lewis's weird little voice. in
Right,
that.
and he's like, actually, that's how he sounded.
So after all those,
Now they're saying Lincoln tooted on pricks too. You
Yeah,
ever
I read that.
They're like Lincoln like the fucking nice prick to toot on.
Good for him.
To Mary Todd would go batshit around the house, probably throwing dinner rolls at him. It's like this crazy bitch. I'm gonna go fucking blow my Secretary of State. It's stupid. I heard that play, but there's a play about it that's supposed to be very good.
Oh, yeah?
And funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm ready though. He did West Side Story.
Sure. Ugh.
Ready Player One
Fablemans
was not great. And Fablemans, that was for him. Do one for us now.
Yeah, exactly. We tolerated the Fablemans.
Right, we gave it. All right.
Mother Eastwood, your son played the bass. We sat through that.
Right, now give us something big. Give us something big. Blockbuster. We need a blockbuster.
I want a UFO.
That'd be great.
Something comes off a UFO.
something snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that motivates people to fucking go to the movies again.
Right.
Pete's sake.
I gotta see the Long Legs movie.
Yeah, me too.
What's
I'm gonna
that?
Try to see that this weekend.
It's the new It horror movie.
Is there a new It?
No. I'm sorry. It's like the new like.
Oh, I see
It's
the
what
new
everybody's talking about.
thing.
Yeah.
What's the Long Legs about?
About a serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Played
Does
by
he
Nicolas
only
Cage.
kill other serial killers?
That's also I feel like triggering for you.
What?
He's making fun of Dexter.
I don't care.
You loved that show Dexter. You even named
He
your dog
does.
after him.
That's not who I named my dog after.
100%.
It
You
is.
named your
It
dog
is.
Dexter after
It
the show
is.
Dexter.
It is.
Don't speak
His
about
fish name is
And Dexter
Wire.
is the goat Teft dog, and he was named after your show.
It's a terrible show.
You hate that show.
Sure, it's like the typical Showtime. Let's give him a reason for everybody to like him. Everybody has to like him.
You hate that show.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
Stupid.
I never watched one episode. I'm gonna take your word for that.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Your Honor is a tough one.
It's a tough,
It's
and
a
so
tough-
was the other one. What was the other one I watched? That was so fucking bad. Oh, not Edgar. It's Eric.
Eric. That's a Netflix show, not a Showtime
No,
show.
I know.
But yes, I didn't watch Eric.
Stinks. I mean,
I tell you what,
stinks.
Yellow Jackets is on Showtime.
Is that good?
Well, I love it, except it's in season. It's finished season 2. Season 3 got delayed because of the strike.
Sure.
And so I guess they're making it now or whatever. And you can kind of, I don't know if you feel the same way, Travis, because I know you like it, but I feel like you can kind of feel like they're doing that Showtime thing where they're a little aimlessly extending. Like going like, let's see what more
Oh,
we
I don't
can
think so
get
at
out
all.
of
I think
this.
it's been like the writer, the creator said I've got 5 seasons, and Showtime has committed to 5 seasons.
They have?
Yeah, there's a story.
Okay.
Like
All right.
he's
All right.
telling
All
his
right.
story.
All right, maybe I'm being
This is not
presumptuous.
This is not a lost situation where it's
That's
like,
what maybe
who
I'm
knows
just
how
worried.
long it's going to take.
Yeah.
I'm probably just worried about it because I
Walt?
like
Yes.
it. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. No.
Walt by season 4.
He said he's got 5 seasons.
He's got a pilot license.
Let's do it.
31.
That's what David Chase said on the Sopranos Kids podcast. They were like talking about when he started writing the end of the show.
Yep.
And he said that the creator, he is the creator, whoever at HBO, they were like, you got to start figuring out how you're going to end the show. And at first he was like, what do you mean how I'm going to end the show? It'll just get canceled. Because he was so used to just TV.
Yeah.
You just keep writing until your show gets canceled. And they were like, yeah, no, dude, not this show. Like and it was the first time he realized, like, oh,
yeah,
wow,
I have to create this
to
ending.
figure out
Where it goes.
the overarching story.
I still want to know. I don't know if I've asked Rob. We do have Robert Eiler coming in. I want to ask again because I don't remember if we've asked before.
Did he get the ZD?
Because
Because he was worried there would be no fucking ZZ.
Was there makeup for your eyebrows being gone? Because they did that to me one time, Bob.
You mean bullies?
Yeah. They shave when they go belt, the girls will go crazy.
They manipulated you into shaving your
Then they
eyebrow.
put rubbing alcohol on it. No, what I want to know is what did it say in the final script? How did the final script end? Like what was like? You know, you do a table read.
Sure.
Everyone gets a script. So what did it say? Like fade to black. I guarantee you there was some misdirection.
And multiple different scripts.
100%. Or they
a
put
limited amount of people that were actually there.
Or they put that part in the middle. They might have shot that part as just a scene because nothing happens in it. He's just listening to some music. All right, you're coming in, you sit down.
And maybe there's an ending.
Maybe there's a line or two of dialogue.
Right.
And then fucking, all right, next scene. And with Chase going, nope, it's going to get cut right there.
Yeah, like he knew.
He knows what he's doing.
But he completed the scene, which would make sense that he would complete the scene because that way all the extras that are in the restaurant with them wouldn't know.
Were you in The Sopranos? What kind of, what happened? We're just in this diner and they sit down and they eat something.
Right. Right. Then none of them knew it was the last scene because it didn't leak.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good guess. That he actually did have an ending.
What's Travis laughing at?
I Googled final Sopranos script.
Yep.
And then somebody, tweeted that they found the final page, but it wasn't. It's just really funny. So this square has an X on it and it says cut this.
It's Meadow. She walks over and joins the family at the table. Meadow, sorry, I couldn't find a spot. She takes a seat. They eat. Tony finally looks to his family, takes a deep breath. Tony, you know why I put on this song? They all look at him. Tony, because we've all been on a journey. The kids smile at this poignant observation with their father, that their father made. It's going to be okay. The camera pans out. Everyone in the diner rises and starts applauding the family.
The fact that it just says cut this. Because the final...
But I bet you the final script did read something like an ending.
Because we've all been on a journey.
The final thing before the cut this is Tony looks to the jukebox, hears the bell of the door opening, he looks up to see who it is.
Yeah.
And then
he's like,
it's Meadow. It's
Meadow.
She walks over.
That's
she
funny.
Joins the family.
We've all been on a journey.
Cut this is very, with a big extra.
And then the whole restaurant's...
Applause the family. That's very funny.
People are funny.
Yeah, they really
and by the way, this is why. Look at the third comment down. That's not real, right?
Well, when you're reading it, the part that really gets you is we've all been on a journey, and the family, the applause for everybody.
Come on.
But I bet you the final script did look something like that, like where there's an ending to it, and they have a conversation. Hey, we're going to leave, or I'm thinking of whatever, and then it just kind of ends to the next scene.
You know why I put this song on? Takes a bite of food, because we've all been on a journey. Oh.
Don't stop.
Dude, that...
Didn't Journey almost say no?
I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. That scene did so much for that song. Like, it completely brought it back. For years and years and years and years, that scene was... what that song was known for contemporarily.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is when you look back on it. And they wouldn't let them. I think they wanted to just go black.
Steve Perry almost nixed the idea because he's a co-writer on the song, so he had a say.
Can you imagine the rest of Journey being like, this fucking guy?
They were going to use it for the last scene.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm glad he said yes. I wonder what the substitution would have been. Maybe Shawn Michaels' theme?
Oh.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Hey, if you want to get...
I'm not your... Click.
Not your what?
By the way, if you really want to listen to something great, you can go and get Gender Reveal Disaster.
Hey.
My new album, which I'm very pleased with. And I guess you can get it wherever you can get your fucking CDs. Anyway,
CDs
go, by fucking... if you want to see me, I'm going to be in... San Diego, Arizona, Montana, Las Vegas, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I got a whole bunch of dates on JimNorton.com. A couple have not gone on sale yet, but come see the new hour. It's I'm very, very happy with it.
Yes, check it out. Great job today, Jordan.
Thank you.
Oh dear. Thank you guys for having me.
You'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you're here tomorrow.
You're our intern.
I know.
Yep.
I know, but I don't think I'll be back singing anytime
make a
soon.
bet?
Oh dear.
Jordan just.
That's, by the way, that's the theater part. Oh dear. That's how they talk in theater.
Yeah, I know.
No one says, "Oh fuck."
I know.
What the fuck? Oh dear.
You couldn't just be like, "Hey, good job today, Jordan." Oh, thanks, man. It's just
that's exasperation in the theater world. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Has it been ridden?
You saw
That is how they talk. Yeah.
You saw my face when he said ridden.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get this whipped up into a little video package.
We will. Into a neat little package.
Little package. Good job.
We'll see you tomorrow.